to put in ads, and the algorithm finds those good moments where it's just the perfect spot for an ad, and it waits 45 seconds and then it starts an ad. It's unfailing how good it is at being terrible. It's amazing.
Excellent condition. I'm going to drop this in 2 places. I don't like it. See, at least for the feel that's a bit now. But it's awkward because I can't put it in the streaming thing now because I did the scheduled thing. I don't know if you ever schedule stuff.
I tried once and it's like I could because I didn't because that plugin that you just used like select the thing to go live.
Yeah, that's new in OBS 30.
Because I've been doing it with Restream. I haven't had that thing, so it just YouTube gets like completely heffed up.
So on GLC, on the streams thing, it put this up at like 5:40, 5:47 when I
when you
did it.
put the schedule on.
And it's like, well, that's dumb because now people don't know
that you're actually.
So I have to put this in general, I guess.
Yeah,
and then it'll be gone in 10 seconds.
That's kind of why I'm like I don't love scheduling streams because of that interaction, basically, where it's like.
I'm just people know you're there.
You're not the headliner.
Yeah, I'm not worth pinging.
Different notification. I'm not just like, oh, I wonder who just sent me a email.
Self promo. Oh yeah.
We're live with Y ... now?
Because we're in stream mode. It doesn't show me. Okay.
Oh, that's just because you're in stream mode.
Well, I was, and then I'm not. But
yeah, I think you just copied it without the.
Oh, yeah. The streamer mode protected the name, and it made me copy the plain text.
Yeah, when it chooses to copy plain text is like very annoying. Because usually you want the one from the original.
Again, because I'm in streamer mode, it just won't do it. That's
really.
It took me the longest time to figure out what the Y ... thing was, because I don't ever go out of streamer mode, basically. I hate the noises.
You can just shut them off.
But I'm in streamer mode instead.
Fair.
And I don't need to worry about it when I go live. Don't need any more Discord. That's fine. We got people. Alright, that's. Uh-oh, mic's on? Hi, everybody!
Oopsie doopsie.
Is it?
I guess it is.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
Hi, everybody.
We're talking over some music.
Oh man, I thought I had that all figured out. Oh, right, I didn't disable a thing.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes.
Oh, I'm still messing with stuff, so you just can all just... Did we say bad stuff? No, we didn't.
No, we were just shit talking Discord.
Yeah.
Streamer mode, plain text. I just want to have this.
Heard all the dirt you were dishing privately.
Quick, go. Alright, actually, I am going to go mute here for a second. Bye, everybody.
Which one's me? Shall I go to webcams only?
That one.
All right. So, crackly backly.
All right, there we go.
What
No.
a shit show.
No technical issues at all over here.
Wow, now no volume. I know, we figured that out.
Eventually.
Damn, my cameras, I'm also lit up like the sun again. All right. You know what? It's just a night of failures, and that's okay.
Now it's super loud. Well, pick a side, guys.
This is the correct volume,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Unless
Oh,
Nick is
interesting.
just like super, super loud. But no, everybody's on that one channel. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If someone in particular is too loud for you, let us know and we'll turn that person down. Hey, Jeff,
Hello.
welcome.
Thanks for having me here.
Thanks for driving up to, the place where we do this stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to give out your home address?
I was gonna say Neon Static HQ, but it's a little hokey. I don't know.
I mean, it is.
I mean, it's
It is.
You have
but
all
would
of the
have worked.
equipment.
It is
I mean,
kind of-
like it literally is. Yeah. This
Yeah.
is a very nice streaming setup.
Yeah. This is the hacker den.
you pick a side. All right. We have our fingers crossed that the stream is going to behave tonight because last Monday we had some problems. But barring that and all the ridiculous crap that just happened aside, welcome, Jeff. We're excited to have Jeff here to take us to school, teach us how to play. He's going to run us through the gauntlet.
Yeah, I mean the teacher of the play, decks I never played.
Yes.
But no.
Look, it's tag storm. You tag, you
Do
kill
tags.
or something. I don't know.
Asset spam
Slow
tag
Oh
down.
yeah,
down.
Hey, it's
I should
fine.
make sure I know which exact tag punishment is in this list.
It's just shit.
Self-growth program,
It's too late now. I realized I took screenshots of all of the deck lists to show on the screen.
and they're hidden somewhere.
Well, I just didn't put them in scenes yet, and I'm not doing that live. So
Yeah.
Whoopsie
And a
doopsie.
shipment.
this is the Dark Fate R plus deck.
Yes.
Which we played last Monday, right?
No, it's
the new
it's
version?
very similar.
Yeah.
There are a couple of changes. It's a pin cell based. It's so funny how there are like family trees of decks in Netrunner, and then you have to and it sounds so weird to describe them. Like the pin cell based R plus, not Canal or whatever, but
Yeah. Not Kennel, which was in NEH, but this is in R plus, so
Right.
that was
What-
unless you were
What is
following,
Pincel?
pin cell's a
player.
Okay.
Oh, in fact, a world champion play.
Got it. Okay. All right.
And a
I was
very
like
creative
trying to
deck
figure out
builder.
what card that was. Where I was like,
This is what I'm
Well,
talking about because he's like very much in it and can't follow this conversation.
So Pincel does, of course, have a champ card.
okay, seeing it spelled out has been helpful because I was hearing it as incel with a P on the front,
Oh no.
which is not good. And I was like, wow, you were just throwing that term around. Like, it's got to be something else, right?
It only gets bigger when you pop it out, I have discovered. Sorry, everybody. Oh, no, it's not working.
Click on it, maybe.
There we go. That's too big. All right. Sorry. Continue. Now how do I pop it?
Yeah, Pincel is known to be a very creative engine deck builder, and then Pincel's champ card is completely unlike any of that stuff.
Wait, what's
Oh,
Pincel's
really?
champ card?
It's Trieste Mavirus.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Is it on the card? It must be on the
Yeah,
card.
it is on the card.
I don't
It's-
play. I played it only in the.
Draft.
No.
played it in draft.
The Ag Infusion deck.
Oh, okay, I was about to say it's either an Ag Infusion or an Architects of Tomorrow card.
Yes. The Loki Ag.
Yeah.
I tried it once and I hated it. I was like, I'm never again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna play some decks. Let's get started.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do this lat thing, and Jeff, while playing against me, is going to try and give advice, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask questions. If you do, if you send me
no.
something, so basically, pretend like Nick and I are little babies who don't know how to play Netrunner, and feel free to give criticism if we're doing something that you think is maybe not right.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
And nobody, chat, is going to think that you have a big head because I'm asking for it.
Yeah. Also, if people haven't, Andre just put out a great video today doing a good replay review. People should, after the stream, check that out.
Sure. Or, if you really need to, go for it and come back. But we would appreciate having you here. I saw that Find the Agendas, I think is what it's called. And I was setting this up, so I haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited to watch that because it's good.
I think it's cool. Like, I think one of the cool things from that is, and it's almost like, oh, I should have just made you play like this reg multi-access Zaya. and because like it's just like, oh, that is the most fundamentals. I have to understand exactly what's going on. I think actually this lat deck has much of the same thing, where
Yeah.
you have to understand what you're supposed to be doing and when you're supposed to be pivoting from pressuring the remote to pressuring the centrals and how you go back and forth.
What is this one's name again? Like the deepest dive or something like? No, it's not that.
It is something deep. It's dive or something
Jeez.
like that.
This is.
Yeah.
I think it's. Is it Jot? Changed the list that was Cobra Bubbles? Was that this deck? Or was that a different one? Oh man, I'm
Let's
terrible.
get out the genealogy.
All of the deck lists will be in the description later tonight.
At some point.
After the stream is over. But let's just start playing some Netrunner.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get 3 clicks and I get 4.
I got to explain that a lot this weekend because I was at PAX Unplugged doing
Yeah.
some demo games.
How was that?
It was a lot of fun. I forget that like you forget that there's so many things that like people feel are natural, where it's for us where it's like, oh yeah, I have a seamless launch in hand and a off-world office in the remote, and so I'm like, okay, so you've lined it all up, you're gonna score it next
Go
turn,
ahead.
right? And they're like, I'm gonna install an ice, I'm gonna advance my idea to 1 time, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. Why? No, stop. You had a window.
It's like that video of the person watching a playtester put blocks in, in through, and they just all go through the square hole.
It was the dev. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the circle. It goes in the square hole.
I'm gonna just quickly talk about, because this is a thing that like isn't super important, but it's kind of we're thinking about like, so this is a strong mulligan for me, because nothing I can put down on the board is going to present any threats to the runner for the first couple of turns. Even though B1001 is an interesting card in the deck, and part of like a lot of your endgame board states, endgame cards are for the endgame. You don't need them in your opening.
Yep.
Okay. Now, this is the tricky part. Is that I have to decide on my own mulligan. Nick can advise, but
Well, I can also cheat and look at the
you could cheat.
That is true.
or I can close my ears.
No, that's okay.
I mean, I think
This
you're
is
alright.
good.
You got draw, you got econ.
This is good.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do it. I don't know if
think
there's
you're
a
good.
specific thing that you think I should be looking for in this lap deck.
I
In a shaper, do I need an SMC to start? Do I?
No,
We don't cut here.
for
Why
most-
did I uncut that?
For most decks, I think you're okay. Okay, what are we doing here?
Hey, Jai. Oh shit, it's Neon Static featuring Ysengrin.
Hey,
Yes, it
Jai.
is. And yeah. Oh, by the way, hey, Sean. And there's so much chat that I missed. Besides, oh no, we didn't miss too much chat because we were
Because the mics were on.
talking through
SMC is a crutch.
the opener.
This is a weird start. I'm gonna go install. I'm gonna go install. I'm gonna go install.
Okay. Oh man, it's weird. It's not as casual. I'm a little nervous.
But however, before I do any of that, I should take my mandatory draw
Oh yeah.
and rethink my turn
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
Important.
Okay, so my turn is going to be install.
Totally different cards.
Totally
Wow.
different.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
All right, we're gonna start with a diesel, which I feel like I can't go wrong with.
No.
2, 3. Okay, and I'm Lat, by the way. For those who are watching, Lat says when your turn ends, if you have the same number of cards in your grip as the corp has in HQ, you may draw 1 card. How many do you have, actually? 3.
3.
You're going to do that with a die. That's a good...
I'm going to try and remember to do
it
that.
with this. Actually, do it with
I was going to say,
this
use the big
one.
blues.
Okay.
Yep.
Because it can even go up to 8.
those post-pushing
And so
modes.
now the diesel seems questionable, but anyway.
So you're at what, 7 cards in hand now?
Yeah.
You can. It's on this. Yeah, I guess you probably can't dump 4 cards in
It'd
a
be
turn, but it's.
difficult, yeah.
It's so I would say prioritizing lat value is only good when you don't have when there's not much else you can do with your turn.
Yeah.
Spending a lot of clicks to just get down to 3 when you could just click to draw 3, that's just gonna be better.
Yeah. I'm going to play a pantograph for
Okay.
2. Because then I'm going to click 3, Dirty Laundry, and we're going to go here.
Okay.
Because I don't want Spin Doctor to ruin my day. And I will steal the Tomorrow's Headline
Oh,
and trigger pantograph.
All right.
Um,
you're also going to get a tag.
Yes.
yeah.
So I am going to.
You get to fire your R+. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's draw 2 cards.
Would you
here.
like to install a card from your grip?
Whenever an agenda is stolen. So I don't have this money yet.
No, but you do get a $1 from
Yeah,
this.
I get a drip from Pantograph. And then I can
Does
install a
that let
card.
you install? Because then you could get down to 3 cards in hand and still draw a
Oh,
flat.
that's slick, actually. Yeah.
Right? Because it lets you install clicklessly. So.
Let me install a card from Grip. And I'm getting money. That's kind of cool. I'm going to install a Hana.
Also, Sean, we did not miss you talking at all. We saw all of it.
Jeff on R+. Yeah. So
Hey, Padre.
yeah, new names in chat, which is cool. So I'll get this money. And
There's buttons for this.
Oh, yeah, I hear there's buttons for that.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so I got my cards all over the place. I still have a click left. I should clear that tag, I suppose.
Maybe.
So let's do it. And I'm all done, unfortunately, so I'm not going to draw a flat.
Okay, I'm going to res Rashida. I'm going to res a federal fundraising.
Yeah.
I'm going to fire Rashida first. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to gain 3 credits.
I'll put this over with my clicks, and I'll put my money here.
Then I'm going to fire federal fundraising. I'm going to look the top 3 cards. I'm going to put them in this order. I'm going to count my cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to take the federal fundraising draw, and then take a mandatory draw.
DJ Nick on the soundboard.
Okay.
Scoring points.
It does make a little noise.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay.
What is that tasty beverage that Jeff is drinking?
It's a Conehead. Conehead India Pale Ale.
Zero
gravity.
All right, I'm
I don't know
gonna
what that means.
install a card in new remote.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you want me to? You want me to use your
sorry.
fancy bling? I wasn't
Listen,
sure if
he
you
paid
wanted.
for it.
I wasn't sure if you wanted, readability or.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely illegible on
Oh,
camera.
God.
But just
Weird.
guys, it looks real cool
It
in
looks,
person.
yeah, look how cool it looks.
Maybe hold it up closer to the camera.
Yeah, it won't focus.
Yeah, make the
That's
camera
it.
refocus. Oh
No,
yeah, you
no,
know,
I
autofocus.
disable that shit.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Okay.
This is in the middle of the sun, too. Damn it. I'm going to do it. Continue your turn.
Okay.
Here we go. All right.
Ignore
It's time
me.
for Eric to mess with tech.
Tech time with Dad.
I
I'm
agree,
gonna
Padre.
install.
Always the blind.
Let's see. Let's res a wage workers for 2.
Oh right.
Let's install a ice on R&D, and then we're going to play Oppo Research. I'm going to spend 2 credits.
It's a little Oppo.
A little Oppo. Yeah, you did it. You did it.
I'm going to give you 2 tags and make 2 credits.
Because I stole an agenda. Oh man, I was gonna say I didn't do anything to deserve this.
But you
though.
did.
Yeah.
Sorry, David. Language. I have kids in the room. I don't remember what I swore. I assume it was me, but
No, I believe we were talking about readability in inappropriate ways. Anyway,
All right. Oh, let's see. This is still just barely.
there's a button for it, and the button has a picture of Oppo on it.
it says little
I
Oppo.
I cannot say how great it is. Also, Eric is being interrupted by.
Just one moment.
I think that Oppo was right, but also knowing that there was a little Oppo button, I didn't really have a choice but to play it.
It's literally the only reason I came was to be able to press that button. All right, so what do you got in hand? Well, he's out of here. So
Yeah,
are
for
you
sure.
trying to? So are you wage workersing to get down to 5 cards in hand?
I got down to 6.
Yes, I
I
am
can
in the same
discard
room.
1. So this is my hand. I don't love losing an agenda this early, but I'm actually feeling okay on tempo. I still don't have anything that's presenting a ton of threat. The Amani Sinai I'm going to get down on the next turn is probably doing another triple install of something like Regalith's Spin Doctor Amani. But I'm just trying to build up a little bit of tempo. I'm actually feeling okay about this board state despite being down 2 points. Because Lorna's only on 3 credits. They've got 2 tags they have to handle.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of econ. I've got draw going, and I've got some click advantage going on the board.
Okay.
So it's going to be.
Everybody's got to get used to me being constantly interrupted by my children. All right, I assume you talked all the best lines about how to continue to dismantle me.
I discarded 1 card, and so I have a hand size of 5.
Okay.
And that's going to be the end of my turn.
All right, I've never played with Hana before. Click to gain, click and run. So it's a free run, but
Yep.
if it's unsuccessful, I got a tag.
Just don't run unsuccessfully. Fortunately, a spin doctor doesn't count as an unsuccessful run.
Right.
Oh,
If I
that's how
comp
you
it.
do the dive.
Yeah, it helps with deep
the
dives.
second ability is mostly how you do the deep dive.
Right.
Oh,
Click
yeah.
trash, gain 2 clicks. And
Yeah.
yeah, removing a tag is incidental. Although, like, honestly, almost kind of nice right now because
Yeah.
it's gonna get. No, I can get rid of it. I can spend my whole turn getting rid of it mostly.
Yeah.
Seems bad.
Where's your extra click trackers? You know, for all the
Wage
all our combo
workers
play
and
work.
Hanas
I'm
and-
just
yeah, come
I'm
on.
just teasing.
I got blank ones.
Do,
They're
Okay,
not
so
great.
stream. I learned I cannot make any jokes about production elements because they will just be taken seriously.
yeah, no, you can't, okay? You gotta learn.
We have ideas actually, and there's also these ones too, although they don't quite make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I could draw, click for credit, and then remove tags, or I could install it like an SMC. I don't know.
So I guess that you have a couple options here. You have to figure out how much of a threat am I presenting you right now, and then also how much do you need to clear the tags this turn is a question you can ask yourself, and then what does clearing the tags this turn cost you versus gain you, right? Because honestly, oh yeah, popping Hannah to clear a tag and gain 2 clicks, yeah, you got Hannah down for kind of 1 credit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's okay, this is actually maybe an efficient way for you to clear tags this turn, but maybe you're just hey, most of the time these R+ lists tag punishment is B1001, self-growth program, and a shipment from Vladispearsk.
Right.
So, 1 tag means I can bounce your board, but maybe you don't care about me bouncing your board. If you get down to 1 tag, I can't shipment from Vladispearsk, and B1001 just says you can't deep dive next turn, basically, right?
Yeah.
So I would say making sure you're still alive is good. Now, there are versions of the R+ deck that are playing Mindscaping End of the Line.
I know this one's
so
not,
it's-
which is one of those
it can be a little
scenarios where it's
tricky, but,
making this judgment call is a little easier because
Yeah.
Worst case, I don't die.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. The floating's not gonna outright kill you.
5, you said. So I'm
5,
gonna draw because that would be cool.
So, but the other half of that, though, is what are you gonna steal? Right? So that the tags matter for, I mean.
That I'm gonna steal.
What are you going after that the tags would matter for on his side, right? The only thing I can think is that a Bologna in hand. If there's a Bologna on the board, it doesn't really change anything.
Yeah, I'm not
in
worried
terms of
about
the fast advance.
I'm not worried about the tags for the sake of stealing. I don't think.
Well, sorry,
But just
I meant in terms of what is he going to be able to do with the tags
I
on
think
the next turn?
shipment is the
yeah.
scariest thing. Probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
but
for
if
that,
remember
I'm
that
ahead.
I'm barely in my deck at this point,
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
that would
and
be-
shipment only really matters
Yeah,
for
so-
Bologna, which you can't steal anyway.
Yeah, basically, generally I would say the only reason to ever go down to 0 credits at the end of your turn is if not doing so loses you the game.
Right.
And I think what I'm trying to talk you into is understanding that going to 0 ending your turn with 1 or 2 tags probably doesn't lose you the game this turn.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm
Yeah.
going to click to clear 1 tag. Draw another card.
Yeah, and then creative
And then
commission.
creative commission.
Yeah, that's
And
a great.
then-
That's a great turn.
1, 4, 5. So I get 4 more.
Yep. Yeah, the biggest problem obviously is my wage workers is left uncontested here, but
Yeah.
that was probably always going to be the case. It's very annoying to contest.
Oh, and I draw a card off of lap
So the
because you're on
risk,
5, right?
Yes.
the risk with wheels. Now, if it's unsuccessful,
You take an additional tag, or
Right.
basically you take a tag.
but unsuccessful is not the same thing as not successful.
That's
right.
right. That's
So
what
if
you're
it
saying with the
were
spin.
a spin dock, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's some interesting.
Yeah. Nick is in the same room. Yes. Sorry.
Yes.
Nick is
That was 15 minutes.
here. Okay. Sorry. I'm catching up now.
I felt like I should have done this at the
Yeah.
start of the.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we're gonna swap
Fights.
out games if we do finish games. We'll see.
So Sean, there is a Market Forces, which
Yes.
is a closed accounts like card. And I think some people are realizing depending on the meta and what you're expecting, sometimes people are switching back to Market Forces because
There's one in that deck.
there's a stronger punishment. I didn't see one when I was leafing through, but I was leafing through kind of quickly. I'm going to arrange the top 3.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Whenever we see Mavirus, we'll have a thing to talk about.
I'm not going to use the federal fundraising draw though. I'm just going to leave the cards
Yeah.
on the top of my deck. So I'm going to install a card, new remote, install a card, new remote, install a card. Install a card in a new remote.
This is hell.
and
Gain a click.
Gain a click. Sorry, I should be.
That's okay. That's it.
For corp, it's a little bit
Yeah,
silly.
we
Yeah,
do
it's
we
true,
do
yeah.
go lax on the corp for sure.
And then I will install here. I have 2 cards in my hand, and that will be the end of my turn.
So 4 installs.
4 installs, yes.
Cool.
Check them if you dare. Break out the wide angle lens. Yeah, we're gonna need to get a second playmat over there.
So God, the camera's so wide already. But, yeah.
Get the fisheye lens.
Yes.
All right. I should think about stuff. and
It's
what
fine.
to
I can do a whole nother row.
Yeah. Yeah, we can move.
No,
trackers
I
too.
don't think this deck actually goes that wide. I think I've just started quite.
Kevin asked a pretty good question.
Yeah.
Any thought to trashing wheels?
Mm.
Maybe
It's a
with that
very
last
good-
click.
It's definitely a good thought. I think it's a thing I just literally didn't think about, to be honest. I think part of it is also I felt like putting all of these cards did significant advantages to my board state. I'm not yet convinced this wheels poses those same risks to me.
So I'll put down an SMC.
Yep.
I don't know if I should check these or if I should go poke at centrals. I think checking them would be nice for trashing. See, trashing is so tricky. I just don't want to trash anything because I don't have a ton of money. But we're not on threat 3 yet.
Yep. You do want, yeah, whenever you're looking at a card, you're like, okay, what does trashing this gain me? And that can be like in the, what it stops the card from being able to do, and what does it stop, what does it enable me to be able to do, right?
I feel like this is secretly the thing that just turns that deck on very strongly. Like both of these.
Yeah. No, they're both very good. It's one.
I don't have you kind of.
This is one of the
get rid
hardest
them.
things to figure, that I'm trying to figure out in the meta still myself, is when do you trash the federal fundraising?
So Jai, the not drawing off federal, I actually think that makes sense if you have a fair number of good plays already in hand and you don't want to accelerate drawing into more agendas that they could steal.
I'm gonna draw another card.
Yeah, that's kind of
So-
my thinking, Jai.
I'm gonna clear tag, and I'm going to install a telework.
Okay.
Didn't feel like a good turn to me. 5 cards,
It's a
no
little
draw.
slow, but I mean, to be honest, I haven't presented major threats yet. I'm going to res a second Maryland campaign.
There it is. I need more money to be able to trash any of these, so I decided to go digging.
Yep. And then I'll gain my money. Let's see.
And we do the reds or 5s too.
And then we do federal fundraising, so I look at the top 3. Ooh, okay. Let's order them this way. This time I will draw, and then I will take a mandatory draw.
The table carnage is starting.
Let's. How do I apply pressure here?
It's already on. Look at all these cards.
Yeah, but I mean,
Gonna-
you're heading points. You've got a little time.
I'm going to install an ice on HQ. Sorry, I'm going to just clean up my servers a little bit. I'm going to install a card in a new remote. I'm going to install a card in this remote.
San and something? I don't know what else is in this. This is so fun to watch despite being able to understand only about 40% of what's happening.
And then I'm
Hey,
going
Jello
to
shots.
res a Regolith mining license and click it once. So I end up +1, and this has 12 on it.
Oh boy. I don't like you being rich. That seems bad.
I have to really break out the weird denominator.
You could just take out
Yeah.
the 3s.
Oh,
There's 3s, there's 5s.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, there are
Blues.
3s here. Oh, wow. That's, that would be.
Specifically for that and this card,
Yeah.
although
Look. They
Nick
were in
didn't have
front of me,
access to
okay?
them. Yeah.
I didn't bring my setup, so.
Jello, are you the Jello from our Discord? I think you are. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Early Oppo followed by double Maryland is really good for the deck.
Yeah.
I find R plus can get quite credit starved if it's early econ gets contested by a runner with a fast start. Yeah.
Yeah. But your start has also been a little bit slow. Oh, and I
Yes.
actually only have a single card in hand.
Yeah, nice. Very nice. All right. I feel like, what am I drawing for, I guess, if I'm going to draw? I haven't gotten my wheels value here. I should check some stuff.
Yep.
And I can...
But you shouldn't do it unless you, like, so when you're doing a wheels run, right, if you're going to go against, like, a federal fundraising, like, you know how many credits you need to trash. If you're going against an unknown, you need to think about, okay, how many credits are the things I could want to trash.
Right. Or if I run into a cheeky Bologna or something, I'll be sad if I have 2 credits.
Yes, for sure.
You have the fix for that on table, though.
I do. Yeah, so we're going to take this, and then we'll do our Hannah run, and I'm going to check this one.
Okay.
And
It's a B1001.
this is stupid. I'm going to trash it. If I trash it, I'm going to get Appa. Let's do it.
Oh,
Let's trash it. Oh, God. This feels so bad. Well, we trashed it, and for a penny, let's go at that wage workers over there.
Okay.
With an overclock.
Yep.
And
then
trash
spend
it.
4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also feels bad. That's gone. So that was daily telework. Sorry. Then I
Telework,
Hanna'd and then ran
and
again.
then did overclock. So you have 2
Okay.
clicks left.
Yeah. And just a bad money situation. I'm gonna draw a card. It's a perfect time to do it. Oh God, I'm punished so hard. I'm punished very hard.
Yep.
Yep.
Draw last.
I'll do this.
Man, I was listening to Andre's video as I was driving up, and there was multiple lectures about this.
Yeah. Draw first. I mean, it's the most. If I'm talking about like, I'm trying to get better actively, and I only
Third
played the
click
first
draw.
2, 3-ish clicks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and it's a little bit it's like, yeah, there is a face down card there, but a lot of your deck is actually just money. How many cards do you have in hand?
5.
Okay, and if your turn, I'm gonna run a Spin Doctor.
Dang, Ysengrin is here. So cool to see you all in person. Yeah, it's really awesome. They're just not too far away from us. I mean, it's a bit of a, an effort to make it out for a weeknight for sure.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, maybe I was. Oh, right. The reason I was going to run as a Spin Doctor was to force a shuffle, but this is all right. I think I can still make
Thanks.
this work.
Ari. Sorry, Spark Sign loves the Ari shirt. Your name is not Ari, but
Yep.
yes. Oh God,
Okie
This
dokie.
is so
I'm going
ugly.
to arrange it this way. Then I'm going to draw a card from Federal Fundraising. Then I'm going to take my mandatory draw.
Hey, Cold Lava, welcome. You were at PAX U? Yeah.
I'm going to do just a little bit of cleanup of moving my red stuff back this way, if that's fine with you. There's 2 on this one and 1
Yep.
on that one. Okay, I'm going to go... Yeah, this is unfortunate for me, but I'm going to go install... I'm going to go... Actually, yeah. Then I'm going to go install Reza Wage Workers.
I just got rid of those guys.
Install.
That's the 3rd?
This is the 3rd install this turn.
Gain a click.
Gain a click, and I'm going to overwrite this Regolith mining license and install.
Okay, now I feel like there's an agenda.
What is Jenks giving? Cold Lava mentions this in.
So yeah, Jenks Giving was an event that I think Cold Lava did run. So this was an event that they run annually at PAX Unplugged, and I wasn't able to make it down in time this year, but I got to see the tail end of it. What they do is they have a bot that will roll an identity and 3 cards, and you have to include the full play set of those 3 cards in your deck, and then you only get 5 influence for the rest of your deck.
This is amazing.
It's so good.
It sounds like they're very bad Netrunner decks. But
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are saying like, "Oh man, this is some of the most fun Netrunner I've played all year."
That's
This is
really
like-
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very
we
cool.
should do that. We should do something like that.
That sounds
I don't know if
awesome.
we can call it Thanksgiving given the time of the year, but okay. I definitely want to do this, and I
Thanksmas.
definitely want to do that. I got away with the Oppo. That's
You did.
kind of
Yep,
nice.
There was part of me was like, oh, I think I'm maybe supposed to, because I know the top card of my deck isn't an Oppo from the Federal. I'm supposed to Spin Doctor, put the Oppo and some other card I care about back in,
yeah.
to try
to federal
land
it
it
back
but,
up. Yeah.
this line's okay.
So 1, 2, check some things. Well, run that thing, I guess, right? So, all right, we're going to start with a draw. And then we're going to telework. And then we're going to sure gamble.
Nice.
And we're going to trade one of those for 5 of those. And then we'll Hannah click this one.
Okay. It's another wage worker's
Cool,
friend.
that's great. That's going to stay there. Now I know that it's not something I care about. And I guess let's run this thing, last click. And it's not a tomorrow's headline, so we're going to run that.
Okay.
I've got a self-modifying code and some money.
I'm going to res a Starlit Knight.
Cool. So I'm going to pop my SMC for 2 credits.
Yep.
And then go find, I think it's an Echelon? Oh man,
You're looking for
Risha
your
would be
killer.
useful right about now. I should probably get that out. I don't know this deck well enough to know what my killer is. I think it's an Echelon.
I think it's a.
There's my DJ Fenris.
I think it's
Classic.
Can we? Oh, you can't really see because of the focus, but he's a little guy. He's doing it anyway.
I
Lined
think it's
yellow paper.
Nanotech, if I remember correctly. No, it is Echelon. Okay.
Is that how you pronounce that one?
Nanotka, I think is the correct pronunciation. But
Okay.
Nanotech is.
What?
It actually might actually be Nanotech. I don't remember, but.
It is strength 2.
No, it's not.
Yours is.
Oh, yes. You also have to pay 3 to get this into play.
Yeah, I guess. I'm going to be broke again, huh? Mm-hmm. And I can't break it, can I? Because this is... Oh, no, it's 3 to pump, and then I could break... Yeah.
You could break...
So
Well,
if you want to get a different card than Echelon, like if you want to get the pre-sale, you can. Or just not and put the SMC back because you're learning the deck. I think that's fine too.
I bump it, and I get 2 tags here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're
That's
getting
all.
2 tags
It
either
all
way.
feels bad. Man, early Echelon's terrible, huh?
Yeah, running last click is also
Listen,
pretty
Jeff,
tricky.
I know I asked for advice, but I hate taking it.
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why the deck is mean because it tries to make you make these bad sort of decisions
Oh, it's
when you're
so
not ready.
bad. It's so bad. I guess we'll put this back in favor of not doing the stream too dirty, actually. We'll do this. We'll put this back in. I
so
will
you go
unpay for my...
the Echelon, so it's plus 3 credits.
Yeah,
Yep.
plus 3 credits, and I haven't broken anything, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6.
I'm gonna
That's
use.
it.
So you're gonna take
Take
a
2
tag.
tags.
So when you take the 2 tags, I'm going to draw 2 cards. Then I'm going to res a B1000 and spend one of those tags to end the run.
Oh,
Oh, you end...
yep.
Yeah, right, because it doesn't have a built-in hard end the run.
Yep. Yeah, not yet.
Yes. So I have 1. No,
You only have 1 tag.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
you're
cleaning up
welcome.
a tag for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Crypto crash.
All right, I'm gonna take my mandatory draw.
Yeah. The mistake you made was choosing to play versus R+.
Playing against R Plus isn't too bad, Sean. I think.
Sean, I'll be honest, rather than learn how to play versus R+, I just concede on Jaina and move on to the next game. No.
This is
Disagree.
this is a fun line.
Sounds bad. You said fun, so it means bad.
Yeah, I think it does mean bad things for you.
Oh, bad things for me. I thought, in general, when you say fun, it's a disguise for bad.
Okay, so I'm going to. I forgot my Marylands.
Yeah.
Did you federal?
I also forgot federal.
Okay, but that's good because you can shuffle with the Maryland and then federal.
Yes. Or I could. I could also. I think I drew through. Yeah, I don't know. I probably did know the top card of my deck and I've forgotten, but I don't think I wanted. Oh yeah, it was a. Oh no, I drew from the Starlit Knight, so I didn't know the top cards of my deck, so it didn't actually matter. But
crazy.
sometimes that's good.
How many things R+ is good for? Tag, fast advance, as a spam, just so generally good.
Yeah, the cards a little cracked.
Yep.
It's very good.
And it's got a 40 card deck size.
You can inspect in here, yes.
Okay,
I can't read that. I'll warn you.
I'm going to arrange my deck like this, and then I'm going to decline the federal fundraising draw. Actually, if that's the case, I'm going to arrange my deck like this. Decline the federal fundraising draw, add this card to my hand.
Nick, what is it called?
It's
chat.
something reaction. Chat reaction or something along those lines. Reaction control down 2. Up. There.
This one? Cool, thank you.
I believe that's Salon.
Disable.
Hide. Thank God. Sorry. In live chat in YouTube, there's a little heart in the bottom right-hand corner of the chat window, and it blocks every sentence that I'm trying to read. And
Just
there's a way
the last word.
there's a way to go into Chrome and disable it. So that's
All
what
right.
we just did.
I'm going to advance 3 times. I'm
Which
going to
you
gain a
get
click.
Amani Crypto.
I'm going to self-growth program your pantograph and your Hannah.
These go back into my hand.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's fun for you.
Uh,
I'm having fun.
then I'm just going to score this AR enhanced security.
Even worse. It's even worse than a crypto cache somehow.
And then I'm going
no.
to install a card in this remote.
There's no way I can't play this deck at every tournament I ever want to win. It's just so painful to. Anyway, okay, you installed the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you did all that on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
How many cards? 1, 2.
I'm sorry. I have 3 cards in my hand.
Well, I have 7, so. And I can play them back. I have money. You're leaving me with money, which is good.
Yep.
That sucker is a hard thing to deal with right now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can't install.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. That is 5.
I had a sense.
Yep.
Yeah,
You did all that,
You knew
huh?
there was something cracked there.
Over to you without the install.
Okay. Well, now I'm gonna try and go for HQ pressure.
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. You can put the wheels and the.
Okay, you're not.
I'm not doing
gonna-
that.
Rather
Instead,
have
I'm
the
going to do
install.
something a little bit different. I'm going to res the Amani Sinai and trace you for 3.
Yeah. I
Not
think I
gonna
pay
do
that because I have this.
Yeah, I think you probably do.
Yeah. So.
And now I will do an install of this remote.
Yeah. Okay.
So no, we're going to unwind the self-growth program because I think the install is better for me. I was like, oh, I can be real clever and hide the Amani Sinai, but no, let's just do the correct stuff.
God, you're like this. I can't deconstruct this either.
Right.
I mean, you can.
it's just
Well, I like
slow
Wheels is a
and-
powerful tool, and Priest is a powerful tool here.
That's
But-
true. I do have this. I do have appreciate.
Aries, I mean,
Yeah. We sorted
Yeah,
that out.
thank you,
right?
chat.
Um,
I promise I wasn't intending to cheat there.
that would be wild if you like drove all the way up here and you're like, I'm gonna cheat. I still have a tag.
Yes, you do.
Okay, well, let's get this off of here before it goes away. That feels fine. Let's sure gamble because I just feel like money is the key to success.
Yep.
it certainly helps.
That's 2 clicks. I have the wheels. I am going to get rid of the tag now. It's
You can trash the federal fundraising.
Get that tag
And
right
then,
back.
And then clear the tag again. But you'll be giving me tempo when you do that.
God, I hate this card. And you're on 3 cards. So if I play a card, I get to draw a card.
Actually, sorry, I'm on 4.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
So if that changes your
Yeah,
actions, yeah.
Hannah, I'll use Hannah to check this.
You've already checked this.
Oh, I
This is the-
have.
This is the face.
other
That's the
wage
face down
workers.
wage workers,
Okay.
Yep.
And this is just a remote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, man. You are on 4 cards.
Sure am.
And I don't want to run last click and get another tag here. Clicking for a credit feels stupid.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if you can afford to trash the federal fundraising here. Because it is actually 0 and then you clear. So basically, it costs you 2, but it gives me a lot of tempo back. Or it gives me some tempo back, but maybe less tempo than federal fundraising.
The thing is so
overall.
good. Yeah, let's wheels trash with Parisha. I should
Yep.
put the money here.
Probably.
And then just clear the tag
Yeah.
for 2 credits.
So I will gain 2 credits off of
Yes,
that.
yeah.
I could draw to really try and mess up your lat draw, but I, for other reasons, don't want to.
Okay, so you're taking the money.
Gone. And you're ending at 5.
And I will end at 4, so I'll draw a card
Yep.
off of flat. It's fired again.
I will take 2 off of Maryland, and this time I will very intentionally shuffle.
Pantograph fires also. Pantograph, whenever an agenda is... Oh, before. I missed it.
Oh, you're right. you're right.
Because you did the
Yeah.
thing and we put it back.
Yeah.
Or-
So you
or
can get
stolen.
I don't
take
know.
a credit at least.
Sure, yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
the credit, yeah. I don't know what I would. I guess I would have played the simul chip. Oh no, but then I wouldn't have the cards in hand. So
Well,
so-
yeah. So we'll just give you the credit
Yep.
and go from
Yep.
there.
You have to clear the remove a tag and the run. he can force you through a funhouse and you will never score. I don't. Sorry, I
That
couldn't
is a
follow,
problem.
David.
Well, so the,
Oh, wait, you guys
the
have a cut
B1001.
I mean, it's just
No, I know.
the B1001. So because when you encounter Funhouse, you take a tag,
yeah.
just ends the run. With
Oh yeah.
B1001. So you can just do that
B1001
permanently.
is a
so-
permanent. Yeah, that and funhouse is a bad day for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Dave was just saying that's why B1001 is a priority to get rid of.
I'm going to triple advance and not cheat and seamless.
There is
Aha.
a Bologna.
And here is a Bologna. So now I will trace you for 5, and this happens before the pantograph trigger.
Aha.
Because it's your turn.
Yes.
And it bounces a card of your choice. You choose.
Yes, I choose. If successful, add
Yeah, I
an
wonder which
installed
one.
runner card to the grip. X is the advancement requirement of the scored or stolen.
Go ahead. I'm not going to pay 5 to. Yeah. Okay. Because otherwise I would just play it back.
Yeah.
And get a credit, which is
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think part of me is like maybe Wheels is correct, but I think actually the pantograph is the economy card for you here more so than Wheels. But
4
Yeah.
cards.
And I mean,
yes, I do in fact have 4 cards.
it's knowledge you wouldn't have in a normal game, but you know there is a simul chip in there right now. So
Love the stream setup and table talk. Thank you, Bilby. I like your avatar. It is a chubby Yoshi. I almost swore. I won't. I'm gonna clean it up
Well, F.
just for who was asking for it before. David.
It was David, yes.
David, for you, I won't. I'll try not to swear.
we're just going to talk a lot about
Tell me when your kid's in bed, because I have a lot of swearing built up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need somehow money into Steel Agendas. You didn't reinstall anything here, so
I didn't have the time. I didn't have the time because I'm not cheating,
not cheating.
this turn.
Specifically, trying not to cheat. That is
a good
probably
call.
a sand just for like winning. This is money, so that's nice.
Thanks, Sean.
Kids are in the room and hear much worse from their parents. Yeah, I appreciate you, Sean. Yeah, my wife is after dinner at our house. My kids are 7 and 10, and they love watching both of us play Tears of the Kingdom. And so after dinner, they're like, "Someone play Zelda," and my wife has a habit when she like falls off a cliff, just going like just swearing. And the kids are now old enough that they like just kind of giggle about it, and I think it's really funny.
It was one of the things I came into.
Yeah. My wife did it. Like Jeff met her, said hi, and then she swore because she like I don't know did something dumb in the game. Okay, you're on 4 cards. I'm gonna play a Dirty Laundry.
Yep.
First click and find out how bad this one is. Wait.
Okay, so
Yeah, what am I doing? I'm just running.
As a think, like if you hit a ping, you not only lose credits, you lose a ton of tempo here. Now, Dirty Laundering Archives probably fine here.
I don't want to trash anything there necessarily.
No, like this is just a click for 3 credits, which is a good click, right?
Let's do that.
Yeah. In theory, it also maybe gets a spin doctor out of me. Instead, you just see that I overrode a regolith mining license.
Okay. Yep. So we get that money. That was the first click.
Yep.
Because it wasn't a Hana click. Chat poll: Hana or Hannah? What do you say? Family that games together, swears together, or something?
It's true.
Changes circuits. Yeah. Cool.
We played a lot of Monopoly and Risk as children, so there was a lot of
So
swearing.
much swearing.
Yeah.
I want this back. I want it back. I'm gonna get it back
Okay.
because it's helping me. I have 4 cards now, but that's not where I want to be. Is there a must trash thing? That B1000, but I don't really have the money to deal with this. I'm going to draw a card and maybe play a card. I'm going to play a Stone Ship.
Stone Ship seems pretty solid.
Cards in hand?
And then I have 4, and then I draw off a flat.
That's why it's always helpful to have a buddy to watch you play.
I
You
was, in
should.
fact, going to do that.
I'm going to have you gain a credit because you have Link 1, and you paid for a trace of 3
Oh,
before.
yay! Moderator, thank you. Okay.
I just looked down at the card
that
and
has a
remembered
link.
that.
It's a
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
that maybe you could notice, I guess, if you look.
I'm going to take a mandatory draw.
Yeah.
I'm going to install a card new remote, install a card here, and I'm going to advance the card 1
I'm
time.
not even playing this game. I'm just watching you destroy me. Okay. Install advance.
Yes.
No wage workers.
No wage
Because
workers.
you didn't do 3 things. Yeah, you didn't want to install another card just for fun?
No.
Okay. I don't like this card in this matchup in
I should
particular.
adjust to 3.
But I guess I that's fine. If I'm smart, it's okay. So I'm gonna play this, even though it feels really bad.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
Yep. Yep.
So what's the threat that I'm presenting on the board to you right now?
It's a crypto crash. That or a Bologna. It's an agenda.
Yes.
But I don't know how I can deal with this thing. It's too many tags.
Okay, that's fine then. So it's I get. So the question to me, the only reason I would install daily class click 1 here
Is if I'm not doing anything.
is if you're commit. Well, you're saying it's a weird play to me because it's like, okay, I'm 100% can't go for this remote. I 100% don't care about the cards on the top of my deck, and I 100% I'm not going to do anything
Okay,
else.
I know, good point.
So,
what are you doing with the money over here?
I was getting ready to load up your
Chessmaster.
daily cast.
Oh, look at you.
I'm trying to be helpful, and I'm just otherwise sitting here going, ooh.
All right, so like if I go kill that because I have to. So there's 3.
Yeah,
It's the only way you get through
actually
it.
only 1.
All right, okay. There's 1 credit
And you'll take a tech.
and a tag that I have to deal with, so I'm gonna offshore 2.
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
And an extra click.
And then I run, and then I just take 2 tags.
Yep.
And
Well, hang on.
It's a Hana run.
Well, now
Well-
threat 4 is active, so this will have. Well, it won't on the first run.
if you clear the tags. Right. So,
I could get through it without a breaker.
Yes,
but
you
it's
could.
so expensive.
well, so the other thing that you can do, right, is Hana run on the remote. Right?
Or on
Yeah,
the B1000.
Right, on the
yeah,
B1001.
that's
and
actually where
then
we're-
click and trash the Hana to gain 2 and remove a tag.
Oh, fair enough.
Now you're ahead,
That's
and you
kinda
can
cool.
probably run through that without having to clear the tag, without having to,
All right.
like...
All right, let's try it. Let's run over there. We'll spend these 2 credits and 1 to trash the B1001, and I take a tag.
I'm going to draw 2 cards off of R+,
Yep.
going up to 5.
Yep. And Hana is very good, but I'll do it. I'll trash this to gain extra clicks. 1 click. Yeah,
One
yeah,
click,
yeah. You click to
Okay.
gain
One
click,
net,
yeah, yeah.
one
And you
net.
remove
Remove
the
the tag. And that's now used. So if I take more tags, you're not going to farm more
Yes.
R+, which
Yeah,
is kind of cool.
I'll tap R+.
Yep.
You could think about even popping the Stone Ship chart room to see if there's options you want to draw. Especially because
Sure.
I'm not on kill, right?
Let's do it.
So
Let's
you have
draw.
lots of.
Yeah, you're not waiting
cards.
on it to save it against the kills. Yep.
Yeah, like it. Sometimes Lat will sit on it to like to try and like get extra Lat value. But the thing like the thing I'm representing, whether or not it's what I actually have, is that this is a Bologna that wins me the game.
I was going to say, that's really the threat here, right?
Yeah.
Between the
Yeah.
wage workers, the amount of money you
Yeah,
have, it's...
unless
it's
you're gonna
exactly
trash both wage workers and put me on not having a seamless in hand.
Yeah,
Which
we
is-
have no breakers.
Yeah.
So that's a problem. I think we'll sure gamble because I am gonna be in a world of hurt without any money.
All right, so that's your
I'm gonna
first
trade-
real click,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you have 4 clicks left to go and deal with.
Yeah. And then I have 4 here. Okay,
Yeah,
so
then your turn starts.
So it's enough money that we'll run.
Okay.
Give me the 2 tags.
So you'll take 2 tags.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna res an Anoetic Void.
Ooh, nice. Okay. I forgot that there's one of those in that list. And I remember when I was putting this together last night, looking at the Ano, going just like, I hate this card in here. Why is this here? I don't like it. But R+ drawing 2 and then just getting rid of them that's very good.
That's pretty darn good.
So I will end the run. You now have 2 tags and now cannot run through the
Oh,
Starlit Night
you
anymore.
are just a jerk? That's what you are. I invited you into my home and you did this to me. Yeah. You're on stream. You did get briefly on stream, and when you that's my wife, everybody.
You're like, I've been watching the Fall of the House of Usher, and there's a lot of scenes where there's just like some creepy ghost in the background, and that's kind of the vibe Allie's got going on right now.
Nice.
Just somebody slightly out of focus. And
Wow, you just did the meanest thing I've ever heard of. That's crazy.
that was not the meanest thing I've ever seen. But
Wait, so I can't run again because
it
I'll
now
have
has 2
It
end
now has 2 end the runs on it, yeah.
Oh God.
And if you clear
Wait.
2 tags, so you could clear 2 tags and run again, but then like it's just Anoetic Void
Wait, it's
you
not.
again.
It is threat 4.
Yeah.
It is threat 4.
It
When
even
the
says
runner
so.
carries-
I upped the agenda counter.
Because it's the first time you don't have them, you can
Yeah,
run
yeah.
through.
Yep.
Yep. Now, you do probably have the line of trashing both of my wage workers and dragging the game out another turn.
Oh my god.
Unless there's a seamless in hand.
Yes.
Well,
About a little bit over an hour, Jai. It was, and it's, I live in a city, so I'm I like hit all of the like commute out traffic when I come up
Oh,
here.
yeah.
So,
That's like perfectly poorly timed.
yes, yes.
let's go here. These are already spent.
Yeah.
We'll take one back here.
Gain a tag.
Gain it.
Or is that the first
No,
time?
it was only the first time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We're gonna go trash crazy.
And then this is the, nope,
That
sorry,
was the other
this
wage
is the
workers.
other
So
one. Yep.
run that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Four.
Yep.
God. Push.
Then the goal is to try and figure out how you're going to get in the server next turn.
Yeah. I have a click left, and I have tags.
Or to set up for a deep dive, I guess, very optimistically.
Yeah.
I have 3 cards in hand now, by the way.
It's extremely optimistic.
Well, I feel like I'm not quite in like full tag me territory. I could clear 1, but then I'm kind of hurting. How many cards? 3?
Well, yeah, I guess that's your other option is to clear the tags, run through the Starlit Night once, and hope that I can't handle anything for
Well,
it.
no. So if you, I would clear at least one,
Yeah.
right? Because
I'm gonna do that.
otherwise,
Shipment
shipment
from
fat.
Blast
Right,
Right,
that's,
that's-
that
yeah,
ends
that's
the
a
game.
fair point.
That's
Yes,
what I
yes,
was
yes.
thinking, but
No, that's a
and I
good
have to
call.
discard a card, and it's going to be a daily cast because that's not money anymore.
I'm going to pop my Spin Doctor here.
Are you
some
tracking
wage
cards in
workers back in?
hand for any particular reason, Jeff? It's for lat. It's for the lat draw. He's doing it out of kindness and convenience, so that I can see at the end of my turn if I have the same number of cards, I draw a card.
I'm going to put back a seamless launch on the Wage Workers.
This is nuts. This is so funny. At least I have my Barisha credits, the most important card in my deck.
Yep.
I do feel a little bit bad that we like talked to you out of installing the echelon.
No.
I think it was right at the time,
Right.
but like it's
Yeah.
the fact that you didn't draw another SMC does make it a little bit more suspect.
I haven't been drawing super heavily. I could have just gone after that a while ago, but
Yeah.
I feel like I have to do something about all these cards. And look, most of them are gone. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is true. You've actually managed to get the like. If I didn't have the Bologna in hand, the board state's actually like pretty reasonable for you.
But it's a lot to keep up with. The money and then the tags and
Yeah.
you're just bleeding tempo, hemorrhaging all over the floor. It's what,
Mandatory draw. I'm gonna
Evocative language.
it's what it feels like.
res a Spin Doctor,
All right.
and I don't have it.
Ugh.
So I'm going to
Yes. Agreed, Sean.
install
Agreed.
a card paying 1.
Apocalypse would be very cool.
I do miss Apocalypse as well.
I love the effects. So
That-
Yeah. That would be a card that would be worthy of having a button on the stream set.
exactly.
Yeah.
When brainstorming the buttons for what cards would deserve a button, I've only managed to do Oppo so far. Apocalypse immediately came to mind. I was like, there's no like. Deep dive is the big one.
Yeah,
deep dive is the card that I
Yeah.
can think of, and so I need to make a deep dive animation.
Kyushu?
Kyushuk is like-
Kyushuk, that one.
Okay.
I mean, it's niche, but
there,
you know.
there are
nobody
it is
plays
there.
it, so I'm not going to make an animation for that.
yeah.
It came up
Yeah.
in that
in
one
that
game.
one game, yes.
Yeah.
That very cool one game.
No, like
Yeah, check it out. It's on the YouTube channel.
yeah.
Okay, so you did this.
Installed, advanced, installed.
Are there pinholes in this deck?
I mean, just look through the
I
deck.
don't think so.
I don't think there are, which is actually kind of wild to me. But
Yeah, I don't think there are either. I think we can.
yeah, a Kushik Ari does seem like you could do Kushik at 2, I guess.
We'll check real quick.
Yeah, Jai, that's actually a good point. Is like that SMC did sit on the board for a couple of turns, and maybe the correct play with the draw that you had was actually to like pop the SMC immediately for the Parisia, and then use Wheels Parisia to just clear up my board
Yeah.
before this tempo goes. And that's like a thing where it's like, oh, I haven't played this matchup enough to know that that's a line I should recommend to you.
Oh yeah. Well, that's fine. We can do
one, huh? That's interesting.
Can I just grab this whole window?
Bonhar. Oh
I'm
yeah.
not gonna do it. But yeah, there is
That's
no.
interesting.
There-
So what? Oh, Banhar Simulchip.
Banhar Simulchip,
Peachasau.
Peachasau, yep.
Joy dive.
Teleworks,
Kevin's Joy
Teleworks,
dive
it
deck.
says.
Akisha found one.
Telework. Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
4 cards. Is that right?
That is correct.
Well, I have some clicks. I gotta get into that server. I am going to just. Well, so no, there's no way.
I was gonna say,
there's no way.
I mean-
I can. Here.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's run that thing.
No res.
Cool. I'll access the card.
Oh, should I actually res here in case of deep dive? No, I don't lose a deep dive here.
You don't.
Because you're on.
I don't know
you're
what
on-
I'm doing. I'm wasting time. Unless I steal one here, right? Which is.
Yeah.
It would have to be. No, because Bologna doesn't. I can't.
Yeah, you can't
no,
even steal
I
Bologna.
concede here.
Yeah.
Let's rotate.
Yeah,
because-
sounds good.
Wait, can you pause and big op on me? Nick, do
There's,
it.
okay, look.
It's not organic. But
There's a button.
We have to do the big op.
It's bigger. Okay?
Yeah.
You probably can't tell without the comparison, but look. Little Oppo.
Little Oppo.
Little tiny Oppo.
Yeah.
And then the big Oppo. So,
Jeff found the one of areas.
Oh, is it really a
It's
one-up?
really a one of.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
it
it
replaced the.
The Oracle
Think
think tank.
tank,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's that's completely correct.
Yeah, I
but-
buy that for sure.
It removes the threat of like you can't run anything. Just run anything, and you know because
Yeah.
it could be the Oracle, but the Ares is so much
Yeah.
stronger.
Yeah.
That's. Oh, you did mute it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
'Cause I got
I forgot
the,
that thing had a
off thing.
mute guy.
Yeah.
All right, so Nick is up, and because you got to play the winner, and then
Oh,
after
okay.
this,
I'll rotate out after
we'll
that.
maybe rotate. But yeah, what's the next matchup, fellas?
What do you want to play?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna actually. You know what I haven't played yet that I want to is the Restoring Humanity Punitive deck,
Okay.
which seems like a fun time all around.
I'm
Except
going
hopefully
to.
for the opponent.
I'm probably going to embarrass myself and play Sable. I think.
Ooh.
Here's myself.
Get those dice out. Do you have the
The mark
mark
cards.
trackers? Mark cards?
Yeah.
Oh, they're
in
right
the
here.
Sable deck. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't
All right.
leave home without them.
There we go.
Oh look, I'm different looking now.
Oppo
I
and
like
all
worked out
caps
before. I got my
Oppo.
rosacea going strong tonight. I got it worked out before the stream. Oppo and all caps. Oppo.
I call them the petite Oppo and the grande Oppo.
Nice.
Wait,
Jai.
why is one feminine and one masculine? You gotta listen.
Yeah, that's some
French.
gender bias, right?
Wait, but La Petite doesn't have the E. And listen, I took just enough French to know that's wrong.
But I now remember why you're commenting about this being my favorite deck in Standard. Yes.
Which one? The RH deck?
Yes.
Ah,
See, I don't give you the option of having the Sable real card because that one's too pretty.
yeah. You can kind of. You guys
And
get it.
it's almost legible.
Exactly. You can see there's.
I think it probably
there's
is
an
legible on
S.
this mat, right?
No,
Yeah, that's pretty.
it-
That's
it-
fairly legible.
Yeah,
but-
it all bleeds through a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah. That one's good. It's got the notes all over the place.
Sean, yes, it's punitive RH.
It is punitive RH.
It's fine. I actually think I have the right. In
gonna
theory,
give
I
you
have
that
tech
click.
in this matchup.
Nope.
There's no class X in
No,
here.
there's no cutting. Stop it.
Oh, jeez.
Uncut it.
Okay, cut the feed.
Yeah,
cut the feed.
Oh, we can't take that.
You know, Brennan. It's funny you bring that up.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Can
funny you bring that up. There's
yeah.
like a button and
There's
everything.
a button. Hey, I made a video. Everybody, if in case you're not sure, oh no, I wanted to make the soundbite be on the button too, so we
Yeah,
could say
I was very surprised when I came in and that wasn't the
I
case.
didn't do it. It's too far away. I can't do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I made a video on how to pronounce Mavirus.
Mavirus. It's
Mavirus.
No.
Well,
Mavirus.
yeah, I don't
The
think
emphasis-
Mavirus.
The emphasis is
Mavi. It's on both.
Mavirus.
Mavirus.
This makes me think that you didn't watch that
Exactly.
video.
I haven't watched your video yet.
Jeez.
I also. Actually, no, I can't tell that story. I am the worst at pronunciation.
So I don't know that the emphasis matters a lot, but the question for me was, is it Mavirus or is it Mavirus?
Yeah.
Because I hear Mavirus a lot, and so watch the video. But it's I
Must
asked
CVS.
CVS.
the person who invented the word how to pronounce it, and then they recorded themselves saying it, and
The professor from Germany?
from
correct?
Germany, yeah,
Yes,
I believe,
that's cool.
Okay.
who discovered the genus of Mavirus,
Very
and
nice.
then named it
Mavirus.
Mavirus. Whatever.
Mavirus.
I'm gonna call it Mavirus.
You did all
No,
the
no, no,
research.
no, no.
You can't then
Again,
ignore it.
Is it? Well, he said it's closer to that than the other one.
Okay,
So I'm
all right.
I don't feel incorrect by saying Mavirus because he just said I say Mavirus. Yeah,
Okay.
there is a slight emphasis, but it's not the strongest thing. Anyway, that's that. Go check that out after the stream.
I think this hand is just straight garbage because the only econ card in it is Mystic Mamie, Earthrise's Draw, and the rest of stuff is no good.
Setup.
I would have called the same thing on that one.
Yeah.
Transfer's kind of econ-ish.
But it costs
But not
money to
very
do.
good. Well, yes.
And then you gotta run.
If you for some reason install a Tidal Bolo on a central server, Chesva is econ once.
Yeah, there you go.
Once until you swap out, and then it gives you money.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And against this thing,
Money is one of the ways to win.
you need money. Yeah, you strongly need money.
I have...
Sable Carnage or another version.
This is not quite Sable Carnage, I don't think.
This is the bankroll.
Yes.
The
Oh,
bankroll
yes.
Sable.
I think I'm going to dump this
I
hand
forget
because
who
there's not
put it
enough stuff to
together.
do.
Yeah.
You tell me. You tell me. Am I dumping this hand? I think so.
Chill the camera.
Right. Me and you and the camera get to see.
I think you would mull it. I don't
Yeah.
think you want any of those.
I mean, I have a very clear first turn, and then I'm just kind of shrugging.
Language is great because the rules are made up and don't matter, including pronunciation.
That is true. Did you know that there was, for a long time, a disagreement over whether poetry should rhyme or be alliterative? There's a whole Northern English poetry...
Por qué no los dos?
Well, no, but like, there's a whole... So the Gawain and the Green Knight like thing is actually written in a Northern alliterative dialect that died out because it wasn't as close to London. So the vast majority of it is just like a ton of alliteration and no rhyming.
Well, it sounds interesting.
It's pretty cool.
I like alliteration.
Yeah,
Tolkien,
Did that come through in the
has
movie?
No,
Oh.
not in the least. Tolkien has a
weird
translation of it, which is the only reason I know because I am big old Tolkien. nerd,
Huge
so.
token.
Sean, this Sable runs twinning.
It's a long E. Since we're talking about pronunciation,
Move, quick, hit the button. Download.
and wake implants.
I'm downloading the
oh,
buffer.
let's reset our 2s and 4s.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
All right.
Man, I love technology.
Right? Okay, this hand is worse.
RH versus Sable is kind of good to cover all centrals early, so Ice Heavy Hand is not awful if you have any kind of backup.
Yeah, that was why I was
too expensive. He had 2 Anansis and a...
2 Anansis, a Saisentan,
Saisentan,
an
hedge fund.
Anoetic, and a hedge fund.
Yeah, it was...
Like, I was thinking
I mean, you
Anansi,
can go
Saisentan,
hedge, install.
Right.
and then you can res one of them and it's painful.
Exactly.
and then you just...
But it's painful to face check, too.
Well, at the same time, though, then...
That's what I mean.
Well, if I hit the Saisentan, you're happy. If I hit the Anansi, you probably actually just can't res it.
Yeah.
You go very low, but it's very nasty face check. I'm actually bringing one of those. Bringing one of those.
I'm playing Sable Jello Shots.
Nusha, Sable, Sintasha.
Damn it.
What?
Well, Jello's asking what this is, and I feel like I should go get the damn...
No, I bet you if I do this, it would be more readable.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is better.
That
Good.
is- yeah.
Very nice. You're
All
smart.
right.
Contrast.
Contrast.
Okay.
I should know this.
All right. Let's start the game.
Yeah.
How about that?
Good luck, have fun.
Blue on blue is a
You
bit
as
harder,
well.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. All right. We got a hand here, folks. First up, we're going to subliminally message.
Wait. No. Don't.
No? Why not?
There was a whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, Andre talked to me about this. Oh no, I think he said it on stream. He brought it up on stream after we played this deck on stream. He was like, "You snap subliminal, and it's just don't do it." Like because there's so many reasons, and I'm failing to think of what they are.
Because
right
you
now.
want it to be your face down card so you can get it back in hand.
Exactly,
And also,
yeah.
then, yeah. Okay.
Keep
All right. As soon as I put it down, I thought about that stuff, but whatever. All right. Fine. I'm going to snap hedge fund.
That's better,
So how about that?
I think.
I definitely don't have a subliminal in hand, so don't worry about running.
We all saw it. We didn't see it. We need that button too.
That's one click.
No mistakes here.
2 clicks, none
Clean
whatsoever. Speaking of no mistakes, I'm gonna 3rd click draw.
Leaving HQ uniced is very suspicious against Crim.
Doof.
That's a good point.
There you go.
I don't know what you're talking about though, because I didn't do that. So.
Yeah.
We all saw it. Netrunner should include
also-
more old poetry references. Very nice.
1,
Yes, it
2,
should.
3, 4, 5, 6.
It does have some, Dan. I mean, Shastushka is a term for Russian
Yeah, we're
protest limericks, sort of. Every time I tell you about this, your eyes light up like you've never heard it before.
Nick.
Which one is draw?
You're my favorite source of information on obscurities.
The worst part about Gawain and the Green
Click 2
Knight
is draw.
is that literally they go, like, they got this whole thing in a feast, and then a guy gets his head cut off, and then he's like, oh, I'm going on all these great adventures. I'm going to leave and go to the Green Knight's castle and stuff. Oh, Jesus.
Continue.
I don't like this. No. I need to stop and appreciate that this is bad. Anyway, so then they just go, and he went off, and he had so many adventures that if I wrote them all down, it would take way too long. And then, 4 chapters are spent describing how cool the clothes are at the castle he finally gets to. It's like, I definitely couldn't tell you about all these adventures, but anyway, it had Sable and Ermine on it. I need to tell you.
I like how you tied that back into Netrunner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was definitely intentional. I'm going to mandatorily draw.
Sorry about your turn, Rip.
No, it's all
Yes. Apologies for that.
good. No, it's all good.
He specifically asked me not to talk over his turn in the past.
I don't. We're here to have fun.
When
was
we get this
important
man excited about alliteration.
There was important stuff to talk about, okay? All right? Galleon and the Green Knight.
Alliterative versus rhyming poetry.
Yeah.
It's, honestly, I feel like that would have been something I would be really for if I had actually studied any literature at all.
It's, yeah.
Anarch ID revealed as Ermine. Nice.
So we are drawing, installing.
We don't have those kind of insider scoops. Jeff might, but not us. Don't worry. He is an iron vault.
I'm going. I will say when I was doing some custom card streams a while, and I actually kind of want to go. I want to go back to that and finishing out my draft set. I forgot to do my die roll. This doesn't matter anyway.
Back to HQ.
Back to HQ. Is this a way to die?
Use this one.
No.
They actually do use this one. It's more contrasty.
Okay.
Contrast. We learned all about it.
Mm-hmm.
Really, the pink is less.
Well, that's pink and white, and this is white and blue. So your
Oh,
call.
you're right. It does stand out much better.
See contrast. Sorry. What were you saying?
No. Oh.
Who knows?
It was after Borealis was released, but before the Automaton Initiative was released, and I was like, oh, I want to build an Anarch package. I really like the design of Steel Skin. Let's use it. And someone just word for word suggested Strike Fund, and I'm like, oh, that's a really good idea. I want to try going in a different direction, seeing if I come with
Because you already knew about it.
Smoothly navigated away from it. That's very good. Good job. Nice.
That seems a little too familiar to Steel Skin. I don't know.
Yeah. Click 2. I'm gonna run R&D.
All right.
See,
You are
Chargers.
successful.
That can stay. I'm a
Charge that
a
turn.
counter.
Which is a red virus
use
counter.
the virus counter.
Oh, okay. Click 3. I'm gonna draw a card. Yeah, this seems like a good card to install. Let's get a paladin down.
You might say Jeff's a log vault. I'm ashamed that I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Okay, so if you ever... Do you know the card Stone Ship Chart Room? We played it in the last game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 50-50 odds of saying that versus Log Vault, because that was his playtest name.
Okay, good. I guess I could have known that if I had watched lots and lots of your streams, I guess. But.
Super, I'm playing Sable.
Maybe we should just get the card out.
Do we have a darker...
Listen, I'm just saying.
Is it this?
This is like the second person
I'll
to say
have it
Sable.
if this is the runner box. It is!
All right. Okay.
No light.
So that's your turn, though. You're done.
My turn was install the Amakua, run R&D, draw, install Paladin.
And Paladin. Yep. Okay. All right. I'm going to mandatorily draw. Sorry, no. Before I mandatorily draw,
Yeah, that's all
everybody
good.
saw me. 2, 3, and mandatory.
This is annoying.
Oh, you don't have all your...
Somewhere in
No,
that
it's
pile.
somewhere else, though. You can be con. Do you want to be con?
I thought I saw Sable on top
it's
there.
fine.
Near the top there. No, in your hand.
No, it's Zaya. Mercury, Ken.
Yeah,
Somewhere
I guess
How
so.
you got 2 Mercuries? Did you... Oh, I guess you must have a
I
second
buy
copy.
2 of everything.
Yeah.
So I can build the billion decks.
Yeah.
Right. So let's do this.
Oh, it's in with the DJ cards. Get the that one
This one?
should be in there. Other side.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Going to draw a card.
There we go.
I'm going to install a card.
Oh, you're right, John. Yeah. So that was another good playtest name. Was that Audrey was called Feed? Well, it originally was
Seymour.
Feed Me Seymour, and then just became Seymour over time, and then
Seymour doesn't make any sense. It's got to be Audrey's the plant.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
that's what. Yeah,
Any person who has done the theater things. I mean, I've seen that show. I like it.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
All right. So I drew, installed.
okay. This
I have
might
8
be
in hand.
So this might be a turn you would actually want to play the subliminal messaging because it's just a free credit here because you're going to discard it.
That's a fair point. I was not playing it because I wanted to stay
Oh, I
up
guess you
on hand size, but it still leaves me at 7.
Yeah.
So I'm still discarding 2. So.
Yeah, you're still discarding 2, so you'll get your RH credit for the first time this game.
Yep. All right. Let's do.
I'm gonna make a small fix just for my own sanity. You're on
Those
13 credits.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I will gain 1.
Paladin will make $1. I'm going to first roll my mark
You need what?
5s.
5s. Gotcha.
with this high contrast dice. I am going to roll HQ for the 3rd turn in a row.
All right. Excellent.
I'm going to click 1, draw a card.
I mean, HQ's not archives, so that's good.
Click
True.
2, I'm going to draw a card.
Look at Jeff with like. See, this is fascinating. You're just so patient here. I guess there's not much threat happening.
Click 3, I'm going to... Actually, can I run archives here? Yes, I can. I'll run... wait, no. I can't.
If this is a bacterial, you die.
Most likely, yes. I would die to your digital life and...
Mic off, yeah.
Well, I'm not the one playing. My mic was off the whole goddamn time. I'm so mad. I'm coming. She lost her tooth. She lost her tooth, everybody.
That's a
Sharing
big
it with the
deal.
That one right there, huh?
She lost her tooth.
So, instead of running archives and killing myself...
Small black and white classic horror alt art set. Audrey, Wolfman for Lou, Psycho for Blood and Water. That is good.
That's really good,
Sean,
You should
that's so
write
good.
that down somewhere, put it in the... Okay. And so help an idea that good make it into the world.
Yes, for sure.
I'm gonna install a
How
no
many
free
points
lunch.
is your tooth?
And I'm going to spend a Paladin counter to install a Wake Implant. And I'm going to lose a card from my hand to meet damage.
It'll be that one.
That's a bummer. I like that card. And I pass the turn over to you.
All right. Do I have anything I'd like to do at the start of my turn?
Probably not.
I
But
don't
you probably
think
would like to draw and
so.
score a Genesis, I imagine.
It'd be nice, but no. No. Let's instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in hand. Let's do. Install.
Oh, chat is calling out. You should add the subliminal back to your hand.
Oh, thank you. All right, so first we're going to play a subliminal. 'Cause it's free
Well,
click.
you might not want to this turn, so that you can have a.
So I can have
you
an
can have
extra
it as
card.
hand padding. Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. So I've installed. That's 1. I will also install.
Okay.
That's 2. And then I will install.
Okay. Sounds good. Paladin will drip $1, and then Sable will roll her mark.
Oh, and I gain a money.
Yes, you do.
Have a HQ again, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna draw a card. That seems good enough. I'm going to install an Echelon.
Killer. Good one to find.
Good one to find. It is only base 2 right now, which is not ideal. And you know what? Last click, I'm going to violate my own advice and just draw another card.
Okay.
Over to you.
We have a late last click draw there. I'm going to mandatorily draw.
You take. Oh no, you already have this one in your hand. Yep.
Now I will triple advance the very obvious Regenesis.
Yep.
To also score this Fuji asset retrieval to go to 4 points.
Sounds
To the
good.
net.
That's not how that works. No, it does not score. It
Does
gets
not
added to my
score.
score area.
Oh, you Regenesis it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't miss that.
Yes,
I didn't
yes.
miss that.
So that was my turn.
Sounds good.
Well, we can put it over.
Okay.
All right.
I now get
Introduce some-
archives.
Rearranging. This is my actual remote.
How many
format.
points is a tooth?
Yeah, there was a lot of congratulations and
Ah.
excitement for
That
the
was-
tooth. So
That was pretty cute.
yeah, that was.
I hit the download buffer button, so I think I have that moment on. I mean, it's on the stream, but
Is that what you were doing?
I was like, wow, I wonder
like,
what
what?
Yeah, there's no way he has a button for I lost a tooth.
quick, hit the big up. I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing that now.
Click while I'm
You
going to
just
draw
want
a
to press the
card.
button. I get you.
It's exciting.
Click.
Oh, end of my turn.
Yeah. Click 2. I'm going to install an info bounty.
We have missed some agenda point buttons.
Oh yes, we sure have.
Nick is
Just now.
Eric, 1, 2.
Just now.
And click 3. I'm going to carpe diem. Make a run on archives.
Okay. Am I doing anything about this?
super not the best. The tooth button, you know, classic Netrunner.
Do I care about this?
Care about what?
You have.
I've got Sable, info bounty. I've already gained my carpe diem dollar.
Okay.
Dollars.
Where's the run?
Archives.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't do anything to stop it, and yes, no, this does actually matter. So I'm going to res a spin doctor,
Okay.
Is the info bounty
drawing 2.
after or instead of access?
It's the first time you.
It's not
you
security.
Mark you if you breached that server during you gain 2 if you breached. It's
Security
specific-
testing is one that replaces the.
Yes.
the- yeah.
They're specific. Not. I mean, maybe not specifically, but they very seemingly intentionally do not work together.
Yeah.
I'm pitching
That would be-
my
Pretty good.
pitching my spin doctor to shuffle a face down card and a Rashida back
Okay.
into my deck.
Lucille, replace agenda increase noise with foghorn. It goes like bloop, it like makes a little noise, but yes.
All right. So I'm going to gain a virus counter on Amakua, 2 credits from info bounty, and I'm also going to gain a click back from Sable.
Okay. Seems pretty good.
Threat 3. If anyone has lost a tooth this turn, you may pay 2 credits to the tooth fairy.
Period. No effect whatsoever. You can just lose money.
I'm going to draw a card. Well, that's a turn too late. Let's draw
Echelon.
another card,
It may affect. Well, that's true.
and then I'm going to trash a Amakua.
Okay. Start of my turn. I will mandatorily draw. Yeah, seems like a fine turn to do a Your Digital Life. -2, gain 8.
8. How do you have that many cards? Oh, because Spin Doctor, yes.
7, sorry. It was 8 with the UIDL.
No cheating.
Yep.
Yep. So that was click 1. Click
I was going to say your sanity.
My own
here.
sanity, yeah.
You can do this too if you need more room.
That's all good. This is a small break down.
Yeah, click 3. I will draw.
Okay.
Might encourage
7.
some hockey style fights to collect teeth.
It's
I'm
true.
sorry. Did one of these was already installed?
Yes, one of these was already here,
Okay.
and then I installed that.
Sounds good. Okay, I need to roll my mark. I'm going to roll HQ again.
Ah, back to the good old standard.
Back to the good old standard. Paladin's going to drop a dollar.
Paladin trashes cards?
Yes.
Nope, installs.
No. It's always
Oh,
the
if
opposite
he
effect, right?
overrides,
The stealth
yes.
one gives you tags. If it's over, this one trashes cards, but it helps you install cards. And then, what's Fuemo do?
Fueno
Mystic.
costs you money, but... Oh, no, Mystic loses cards from your hand. So it helps you play for events.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
So click 1, I'm going to install Unity.
I could have gotten one more from YDL, but I don't think about things. Also, I pitched cards.
Sure. Click 2, gonna run HQ.
Okay, so you have an
no,
echelon out. You
I
have
haven't-
a 3-strength echelon out.
Yep.
You have plenty of money.
I think that
I think I've got also plenty of money.
That's pretty safe
We
here.
will Reze Saisentan.
Okay. I will spend 3 to use Amakua to break it.
yeah, Saisentan feels bad to res later.
Yes.
Early game, it's like very dangerous, but
Okay, so
Yeah, it was
first
my
I
first
gain
turn
a
ice, so-
power counter on Waken Plants, and then I'm going to roll for an access because I'm just that way.
we do it. I do it too. Nick doesn't, but I do.
Okay, that makes sense. Info bounty gains me $2, and
A 1 credit run
and then I get a click back.
and a power counter on Maternal
Already happened.
and a wake counter.
Oh,
No,
the
I'm just
turbo.
pointing out all
Yeah.
the things
Yes,
that
yes,
happen
yes.
for
Gotcha.
1 credit.
Yeah,
It's very good.
not bad.
I don't think about things should also be my motto when playing Netrunner.
Like, run with your eyes closed? Yeah.
Don't think about things.
Let's
We're
see.
No, I was
embodying
doing-
our message.
I was doing it as a flex.
Yeah,
Definitely.
sure, Nick.
Why is Jeff keeping his eyes open? Because he isn't part of Neon Static. He's not obligated to follow our rules here.
Yeah, it's true. Very enthusiastically, I said that.
You sounded just so enthused.
4 clicks of just running R&D.
Click 2, I'm going to run archives with a pinhole threading.
Okay. And what are you going to get into?
I'm going to access this card that was already installed.
Okay. It is an Anoetic Void.
That's what I figured. I'll spend 1 to trash.
A fancy one. I forgot this is the fancy one deck.
You have a fancy one?
Well, this is the one. I mean, I try not to have too many alt arts on screen, but this is one from East Coast Nationals in a wood catch art, I think. Yeah.
Click 3, let's go here.
But I didn't have to touch this deck, so it's still in there.
You have 6 money.
I have 6 money.
It's called
And a no free lunch.
Runner. 9 credits. Sort of. Excuse me, I hate yawning on stream. It's really. I really need to start hitting events again to get alts. Oh, to, like get in-person events.
Speaking of hitting events,
Oh.
the circuit opener for the first half of 2024 just got announced. It's up on pre-order now. You can order it through the NSG store. We'll be doing fulfillment through that, and we'll be changing back to one of our regular providers for all the pricing. So hopefully there will be no issues with card thickness this time around.
Card thickness is the D. It's just like such a pain in the ass. I can't imagine that NSG's like, oh, it's like they're too thick, they're too thin. Oh my god, just cards. Also on CO news, if you're in the New Hampshire area, come this Sunday and play
Sunday.
That's more buttons. Midgard copies and games. We're gonna play. It's gonna be fun.
Do I like the cards in my hand? Are my cards in my hand worth 6 credits?
Can we add a melody to this auto tune? I can.
It's got to be the girl from Ipanema, right? Do
I just
I
dumped
like
that.
the cards in my hand?
Nice.
Gonna
Have
give
there been card-
copyright strikes.
Thickness issues. I don't think you're that on pitch.
There are card thickness issues for all of the CO kits and all the national kits
Yes,
this last year.
boomerangs. I
So
think
annoying.
I can pick
It's-
my boomerangs out of a lineup.
I actually
when I use those, yeah.
So I'm going to take.
Same.
This is very tough.
Same
I'm going
list.
to take 3 net damage here.
Okay.
Hermes too.
Right.
Where?
You love to see it running through the Atini.
Atini is better than it looks.
Yeah.
I really think. it
Okay.
is.
I'll access. I'll
It's
pay
a
1 to
Rashida.
trash. And then last click, I'll draw a card.
Okay.
Over to you.
Just so you did that just to avoid
Mandatorily
because
draw.
you could have broken, right?
I could have
But
broken.
you
yep.
would have been down below 5 credits.
I would have
and
been to
that's-
0 credits.
Oh, 0. Okay.
And so basically, I'm like, okay, if I'm at 0 credits, these cards don't do anything.
Yeah.
Hermes is not going to be a huge decider in this game. I have to kind of run a little bit aggressively. Twinning, obviously, I would love to have on the board, but again, my economy is in a little bit of a rough shape right now. Pinhole threading, I do like. This is a tough choice, and it might in fact be the incorrect one.
Yeah, the pinhole's tough.
Pinhole is definitely tough, but I just sniped one Anoetic Void,
Yeah,
so
like
I'm
maybe
alright.
a second.
I was like slightly worried, like, oh, if that's a Regenesis, I actually could die to double punitive, but I figured like no free lunch and this, I'm probably just about safe.
I will second click install.
Okay.
As someone who lived in Vermont for a couple years, I would have never guessed Netrunner would happen in Derry. Well, you know, I live here, and I just got annoyed at no one playing it.
Third
And I said, Nick, you're playing Netrunner now.
No, well, so what actually happened was that a friend of ours saw it
That's
at
true.
PAX Unplugged, I believe.
Last year.
Yeah, about a
They
year
said,
ago.
hey, do you want to play this game? And Johnny and I were both like, yeah, we love Netrunner. Let's totally. I was immediately like, yes, I've been
Yes.
waiting for someone.
Yeah, Eric has been trying to get me to play Netrunner for
Yeah.
4 years?
Yeah.
Something along those
Basically,
lines.
since we started, when I joined up the L5R community, I was like, hey, this is a cool game, but do you guys want to play Netrunner? And they were all like, no.
You guys ever heard of this other game?
Yeah.
Did I? I don't remember if I gained mine from being.
I don't think you did.
I don't think
Go
you did
grab a
either.
credit.
Here,
I also
it-
wasn't
it's
sure if you
a-
actually Hansei reviewed a card.
I did, yes. It's the card on top of the Hansei review.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Jeff
Leading
drew.
you
I
forward.
drew 3 cards in hand. I have yet to see a single freaking class act, which is like one of the most important cards in the matchup.
Oh yeah, you absolutely need that. Yeah, Sean, I played from like 2016 to 2018, but never at always just kitchen table and watching, you know, content and stuff.
I really wanted to like L5R. Yeah, that's a lot of
Everybody
people's
feels that
reaction to
way, yeah.
L5R.
Just
Let's
running.
run our game.
All right.
Spend
what do
some
we-
money.
What do we have here?
It's gotta be an Nazi, right? We'll just assume.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah. Joining other card game circles and immediately shilling for Netrunner is my favorite thing. Yep, that's what I did.
And you have a wake implant up.
And they were so unreceptive too.
All right. I'm gonna let you through.
Okay, I'm only going to see a single card.
Okay.
That can stay, but I will gain $2 and an Amakua and a credit.
And a click.
And a click. Yes,
Just-
indeed. I will gain all of those things.
Should tick the Amakua up.
I should tick the Amakua
Just
up.
say it and
Just say it
remember and
then
flex and be
never.
like, actually, this is 4 and I've just been bluffing.
You didn't know it, but
Is that a thing that you can do in this game? Is just like not touch a counter and then.
There's your opponent can say no, basically. If a judge comes over and there's a dispute and your opponent just
haven't marked
say,
it.
hey, I disagree with the representation of this board state, and the judge is gonna say, well, the counter's at 3, so it's a 3.
Yeah.
Click 3, I'll run here.
okay.
Man, that,
Cards in
such
hand.
authority you said that. It's almost like you have some.
Oh god, I need to revive. A bunch of people found small bugs or errors, and I need to fix it. And it's like I don't want to write a blog article of, "Hey, I fixed a bunch of small bugs." But
In the rules, the competitive rules document, yeah.
and in fact,
Alright.
the lack of saying that finals can be untimed is an accidental omission.
Poor L5R players. They could have had a still produced game if they picked Netrunner.
They're still making L5R cards. There's a similar group. I'm gonna res a Vampira Nasa.
It's not quite as. Let's not go as far as to say similar.
Okay,
It is an existing group. That
I'm
is-
gonna spend-
their,
Just trying to make cards.
their IP thing is harder.
I'm going to
so.
spend 4 with Amakua to break.
Okay.
All access.
That is a better breakpoint. Ooh, there it is.
That is a bummer.
I'm gonna score this
Is it a
bacterial.
bummer? It's so
Yes,
much better
no,
to get it.
I lose here.
Because of punitives, yeah.
Yeah, I need to have the class act in hand to make, but like, so
You have a quick life?
I do. The threat here, the reason I have to run that is because there's so many cards in archives. The threat is that that's Regenesis in the remote.
And
so
that's the game.
Right.
Yeah, so I just have to do this. So that is a bummer.
I remember when in the last few FFG worlds, all these Netrunner, L5R/Netrunner players made it to the second day of L5R, but quit to play Netrunner instead.
All right, I'm going to click for a credit.
Yes, I'm
then-
still technically resolving this.
Accept your fate.
Well, so drawing a card does nothing for me here.
Yeah.
So clicking
Yeah,
for
I
a
don't
credit
care.
is
I'm
the,
just gonna
and I know
put
that
it
the
all
top
in
card
here.
of R&D is not an agenda. So
Did you already run it?
yeah, I'd already run it this turn. So, and I can't steal 4 points out of HQ here.
Yeah.
If I didn't know the top card of R&D, actually, I think sending it on R&D is my best play here.
To get to 6?
If I can steal 2 agendas, I win the game here.
Oh,
Probably.
you had 2 clicks left.
I had 1 click left, but Wake would have. Would have a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass turn over to you.
Okay, I'm going to mandatorily draw, and then I will punitive.
Okay.
Just play him.
So that's trace. Actually, wait, hold on.
5.
I
you
forgot
have
that I
4.
need
Yep.
5 credits. So I'm gonna pop a no free lunch first. So I'm gonna go up to 3 more.
Cards in hand?
3 cards in hand.
Yeah, I can't kill you.
I don't think you die, yeah.
Huh.
I was just
So
gambling
you-
on you not finding your digital life. That was my goal to survive here.
Yep. Well, it worked.
If this... You have 2 clicks left, right?
Yes.
So if you draw and you top deck a YDL, you win.
No.
No,
Because I would need to resolve a
yeah.
second punitive.
Yeah.
So this is your first click.
Do I
Amusingly,
punitive? I don't know that I do.
okay.
Well, so
yeah,
if I don't punitive now, I kind of have to give up on it. I think as a
You do.
No, you get a second shot because I'm only at.
That's right. If he gets another 3-pointer.
yeah.
If your hedge fund double punitive might win here.
I don't think it does because only the second. Oh, because I can pump the first. No, because
No,
only the second trace is going to
you-
resolve.
You have to be.
And you have 3 cards, so...
Only the second punitive ever resolves here. Correct.
Well, so usually you actually let the first one resolve to make them have the second one. But I think if I can pay into it, I should basically. So no, you're right. The first one should resolve.
Yeah,
You pay
he can't-
into it.
he
If I,
can't kill him.
hold on.
Okay, this is cool.
I hedge fund.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So that brings me to 11.
Yep.
Right. This is going to.
Did you get your 3 back from playing the first one?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
This is going to pay for my 2 punitives. This is going to boost the trace of the first one, but you just let the second. Yeah, you just
Yeah,
stop the second one.
I have just enough. You are 1 credit short.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, you're a credit up on me here.
I.
So okay, so you spend. Okay, let's do this. So
Yes.
let's. I'm gonna break this one
Because
out.
this is
Yeah.
this is math I have not seen before.
3,
That should be
4,
4,
5. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So you spend 3 on the first punitive,
Yep.
and you're gonna spend 3 on the next punitive,
Yep.
and so now you have 5 credits to split up between these 2 traces.
Okay, and you need to spend.
And I need to spend 5. The max I can spend is 7. So you need to get both of these to trace 7.
Which
and
is
you
2.
can go 2 and 2.
2.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm off by
I was
1
going to
though
say
because
8,
of
right?
yeah, it needs to be
That's
8.
what I
Yeah,
thought.
you're
that's
right.
that's the math I was
yeah,
doing.
Yeah. No, you're
is
right.
that I needed
I'm
to
off
get
by
to trace
1 here.
8 to be able to beat you both
Yes.
times.
Yes.
So I'm actually 1 short.
So you might want to hold on to the punitives then. And if you don't want to unwind the hedge fund.
Dag nabbit. Yeah, I think I do. So take 4 of these back. Man.
I actually,
You know what, Jai? You're right.
can I be honest
If I had
though?
done the draw order,
The bigger mistake was resing the Vampirinessa.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Right, I should have just let you steal it and
Yeah,
have the
if
7.
you
I
just don't
thought I
res.
had enough money. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
but
I'm
then you
going to
don't have
draw
to
into
pay
some econ off top here.
Oh, but then the differential's good enough because you
Yeah,
only
yeah.
paid 4 to break or
I would
3.
have been plus 3
4.
on the exchange.
Oh gosh, the draw ordering on the YDL earlier might have
Yes,
been critical.
it's the exactly 1 credit that would have otherwise done it.
I also can curse my deck for not having a class act in the top, like,
15 cards.
It's a lot. We'll check in on Jeff later.
Okay, I've still got a turn I
He's
need to take.
turned into
huh?
a counter.
yeah, this is top half of my deck and 0 class acts.
Yeah. The odds are bad of that happening. They're
All right.
quite bad.
Let's install.
I'm gonna say I like the 3-player Netrunner vibe. I like it's good.
Yeah,
Let's, sacrifice all Mondays from here on out.
Just buy a house closer to Somerville.
know.
Obviously, it's
No, no,
trivial.
no, no.
Wait, hang on.
Wrong order. Wrong way around.
Yeah.
Come up to the fresh air.
So we're installing one there. We will
Should have
install
played that
one
subliminal on the very first turn.
here. And pen in hand.
Maybe we can rope Johnny into coming and sitting here. And
Last one will. No, we absolutely cannot.
Rip Johnny.
I have 9
Johnny,
in
if you're
hand.
watching, we miss you.
I am going to gain a credit. Everybody.
Oh, move to Canada.
Make it 4.
Brandon wants us to move to
Okay,
Canada.
that is somewhat harder than just moving to Massachusetts.
I mean, obviously, Montreal's just destined to be the central
capital of the world.
Yeah, exactly. Content creators Netrunner.
Click 1. I'm gonna draw a card. You're fucking kidding me. Oh, sorry. You're still resolving stuff.
Well, and there's kids
Do
too.
you swear? I didn't know he swore.
I still have to
Even
pitch
under
2
his breath.
cards.
And I'll take your RH credit probably.
I did take that already.
great.
I was trying to remember.
But the one that you missed at some point is
that,
why you
that
lost.
probably is why I haven't lost yet. Thank you.
Sorry, I did definitely just damned you.
I think that's correct. I think we're okay. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Click 2.
Okay.
I'm going to draw a class act. Holy shit! Yes. Okay. Click 3. I'm going to install a boomerang, spending 2 credits off of Paladin, and we're gonna put the boomerang on this piece of ice. Then click 3. We're gonna run archives.
Okay, and you have archives as your mark,
I sure do.
and
There's got to be an agenda in there.
Uh,
This isn't a spin doctor?
It might be. Oh, agenda counts do need updating.
Oh, jeez, I'm the worst at this. I'm like a dedicated human for making sure this works right. That is
Nick's side.
the Nick side.
So
Yes, the next side
right, yeah,
where the
name
chef
part,
is on.
Yes,
Yeah,
the buttons have
Wall and
are
slope.
named.
You should. It should be
Um,
blue, pink and blue.
God, that's so smart. Shut
You can even change the backgrounds.
up.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna put a
dude.
picture of the playmate
yeah.
on the button. It's
A
gonna
picture
be
of the
That's
planet with
the
a little
least
agenda,
efficient
the,
way to do
agenda,
it.
agenda marker on it.
Everything's gonna improve after this.
Okay. So you're running there. You have 1 click. You have 2 clicks left after this,
I sure will.
and you have 4 cards in hand. 3.
4 cards in hand.
4 cards in hand. One of which is a class act.
Yes, that you wouldn't actually know, but it actually might technically be correct for me to install the class act and then run last click, so I don't possibly lose it to a Fuji. But I'm gonna roll them dice.
Okay. I'm gonna res the spin doctor.
Yep.
It was a spin, okay. And
I'm going to pop the spin doctor
second.
to take a face down and
If the buttons made horn noises, it'd have
Yes.
too much fun and wouldn't forget them.
Yeah, you need.
but we can't hear the stream sound.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
you-
true.
Oh, you should just hook a little speaker. Oh no, because
They
that's
would
gonna
feed
catch
back
on
into
the
the mics.
mics.
Yeah, it's just for the
yeah.
stream.
Exactly.
And you know, if you decide to watch it back later, I guess.
yeah.
The
Just-
oppos
just-
have noises too.
Just get little
Are they-
earbuds or something, right?
Can you all hear the oppo noises when they come in? I'm gonna do it again. Little oppo. Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
going.
yeah,
you can see it in the thing.
You know what you should
I love
do?
that you have a dedicated little oppo track. I guess that's probably
It's
the way
per
we're
video.
supposed to do it.
No, it's
but-
per video.
You know what you should do with the little oppo is make the background sounds really high pitched,
Oh,
like
that's,
a
yeah,
chipmunk,
yeah.
like a chipmunk
okay.
oppo.
Gonna do it.
Okay.
Beep 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 beep. Good.
So then I'm going to allow you to
It beeps at us.
pass
Okay.
beyond.
I will gain a click,
It's beeping at the runner.
and then I will access all the face down
Everyone's
cards.
just-
Yes, which is a Fuji.
Okay. Well, I get to choose the access order.
That
on
is
these.
true.
But the Fuji is the only one that
You
matters.
choose that.
All right, rolling them dice. 50-50. Do I win or do I lose?
Please lose.
Oh, nice. That's done.
All right, I gained 2 credits.
Sorry, I did.
Oh, I missed a paladin credit earlier in the game, but that's fine.
Okay.
Actually, I
6.
might still lose. No, I'm just barely good enough. Okay,
Blue and a pink. I'm gonna go do it now.
I'm gonna draw a card.
You're just
And
going to
then-
disappear while streaming to change a button that no one but you can see.
Last click, I'll install a class act. There actually is still a line for me. Yeah, there's still a line for me to lose here. And then draw 4 off of the class act.
What, lots
Have
of
you drawn
units?
already this turn?
I have drawn already this
Okay.
turn.
Oh, because you drew the class
I
act.
drew the
Yes.
class act.
Okay. All
We,
right.
we saw it.
I'm going to mandatorily draw.
Yep. I have 6 cards in hand.
Okay, so I would have to hit you 3 times with this.
You sure would. You can just hit me twice for out of spite.
Just slap him.
I mean, it's not the worst idea.
Value punitive.
All right, so what am I doing this turn? I'm doing this.
I'm annoyed.
I am doing
These are lacking
that.
stickers too.
And I'm doing that. I think those are the 3 things I'm doing this turn.
Usually we can fix this just by flipping them back over, but that turn I had like 6 clicks.
All
This
right.
boomerang art is really good.
Unfortunate.
The card is thick enough that you can visibly see it in the deck.
There will be some news about those coming. So
I'm going to play another Your Digital Life. 5, 6, 7, so that's net 5.
yep.
I'm going to...
That was click 1?
Yes.
Yes.
You have 4 there. Okay, I will install.
Okay.
Ooh, spicy.
To you.
No discard, no.
Nothing.
Yep.
Okay, everything's face up, so that's good.
Flick. Now
Credit
flip
on
back.
Paladin. Okay, we're gonna have some fun now. Now that we get to run loose and wild. Oh, I should roll my mark though first, because that might make this turn even more fun.
Yes, the hand drawn is a Miss Bones.
Ooh, it's even HQ. Lucky day.
Yeah, I ran short on Miss Bones and on
DJ.
and I didn't have time to print
Oh, I
them.
might have an extra DJ that I should bring you. Okay, clicks 1 and 2.
Okay.
It's time for diversion of funds.
Nice.
Ah.
Nice. Why did
Being
you...
doofed. All right.
my
well,
digital
you run
life.
up to the Sysantan, so Sysantan
Yep, I'll spend 3 credits.
seems like a good plan.
Then I will I will divert 5 of them into my bank account. And I will also get a click back from Sable.
Now, info bounty doesn't trigger because you didn't breach.
Oh, you're
correct?
totally right. You're right. You know what? Do you mind if I sequence things a little bit
Sure,
differently?
go ahead.
Okay, so I have 4 credits plus the 1 for the diversion. So I do actually need to sequence this more carefully than I did. That's a bummer. I don't like being careful.
This is mango.
Sure. I was just making sure that it was not the hated grapefruit.
This is not the eel grapefruit you want to...
Sure.
Okay, I'll crack it for you.
Oh, I have to think.
You know
a
that
little
actually
bit.
put it closer to a mic.
I did trade you.
This is not quite.
When you-
correct.
Oh, no,
You can finish it off
Really?
if you want. If you want my leftover.
If you want it back, let me know.
No, I have to drive home at some point, so I should be a little bit responsible.
Well, the audio and video quality of this live stream is nice. Truce, thank you very much.
It is nice.
Have spent too much money on it.
1, 2, 2.
Eric there channeling his wife.
4.
Crim cards not interacting favorably with other Crim cards, imagine.
Okay, click 1. I'm
Drink of
gonna.
choice. These are spindrifts. This is my preferred seltzer vehicle.
But the Conehead was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice little light IPA. I'm a
Click
fan.
1. Sure gamble.
They sell it at Trader Joe's.
Click 2. I'm going to Bravado HQ.
Aha.
Now we can sequence better, so I'll spend basically 6 on the run. So 3 on the Bravado, 3 to break with Amakua.
You'll get 7
I'll
back.
get 7 back. I will also get a wake and a click.
This punitive Counter-Strike game brought
And
to you
then
by
2 off
Spindrift.
info bounty at the end of
And
all of it.
yep, 2 at the end of the run. Sounds good. That will also give me an Amakua counter. And then 2
Which
off
is
of
an
info
important
bounty
one.
as we discussed. So actually, is diversion of funds actually that good for me here? I don't think it is relative to just running HQ for... No, you know
The
what?
5.
We will just diversion of funds for 2 clicks, spending 1, spending 3. You'll lose 5. I will gain 5.
So, how did you evaluate good versus bad diversion of funds here?
So my evaluation is that if he then reses on the non-CN R&D here, he goes down to 4 credits. That is the extent of my evaluation,
Which is a difficult place to be in.
and that's where I'm going to go with a 3 counter wake.
So if I res the Anansi, I am taxing you in a way that doesn't really matter. I think basically once I failed to hit that first, the bacterial
the deck is a
YDL
little
thing,
fragile
yeah.
in that sense. Yeah.
I think so resing it doesn't change much. is the
Resing,
problem.
well, so resing it does let you then purge and rebuild from there. Because one of the challenges here is that my Amakua gets through all your ice so efficiently.
It doesn't actually keep you out, is the thing.
So keeping me out isn't, like, your goal is not to keep me out absolutely, right?
To get you poor.
Your
so I
goal is
can
to stop
take
me
a
from
turn off.
getting a deep enough access so that you can use your Anoetic Void to punish me here.
Okay. We'll do it. We'll res the Anansi that was obviously there from like turn 2.
So I will spend 3.
Sorry, hands, everyone. But this is the surface of the sun right here. So.
Ah.
Got it. Okay. And then I will spend 3 counters on the Awaken Plant to
You're going to see 4, and all you need is one of my Regenesises.
or any other agenda.
Yeah,
Yes.
I get the feeling this is a problem for me.
That stays.
Okay.
That stays.
Oh.
That stays.
We're halfway. We're 3/4 of the way home.
That also stays.
Oh!
you tousled your hair.
And I'll pass the turn over to you.
Hoo-wah. I'm going to draw a card. That's not a very good card to have drawn. Okay. I think I need to do this. So, what is my turn? We are doing.
I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think the stream has had any interrupts this stream, right?
You had to say it.
Everything's been good?
You had to say it.
Well, by now we had like 2, so.
True.
The thing is, I don't think I changed anything. So.
Don't know what's causing it, but all right, we're gonna draw a card just to see what we get. All right, that seems pretty good.
I guess, so a question, what are you drawing for there?
So, well, right, because it does open up more things to.
Not even that. So
There's 2 reasons to draw there.
Okay.
Number 1, I want to get what little value I can off of RH.
Okay.
Number 2, I have 2 decent actions this turn. I need a third one.
Okay.
So
yeah, no,
drawing is
if you feel like you
okay.
have 2 good actions, then great. Then ignore my critique.
What about a credit?
Well,
Okay, there you go.
I'll gain a
What
credit
about 2 credits?
for no clicks.
Yeah.
Then I will.
Oh, I guess, was the Hanse the second card down?
Can you do this instead at the end of your turn? And get the more permanent credit drip? I don't know. I'm just critiquing
Or
without looking.
I can play the subliminal.
Yeah.
Then play the Hanse.
Whoosh.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
forget, was the Hanse on top or was that the second? No, it was Punitive on top, then Hanse. So the draw was
Correct.
actually quite good for you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I will third click
Yeah.
install.
The
To you.
reason I'm a bit suspicious of the draw is it means that my Amakua gets to continue to run over the board here.
That's a good point. You don't have any multi-access though. I haven't gone deep enough into R&D that you'd be seeing new cards.
That is a fair rebuttal.
I guess you do have plenty of money to run HQ multiple times, especially if you roll it. So, yeah. No, Purge was probably the better play there.
I mean, that said, like,
I think I
Echelon
was-
gets through HQ just as easily as the Amakua. It's more the Anansi. Excuse me.
That's fair.
Archives?
No, that's Archives.
Okay.
Aye.
You still have the boomerang up.
I couldn't hear you, Eric. The stream kept breaking up. What did you say? The moment's passed, but you guys were in deep.
Click 1. I'm going to draw a card. Using my class act for the second time this game. Do I need this? Probably not. But I'm never installing a Chesfi, so I think I'll put the Mutual Favor in my hand.
Thank you, Truce. This is the format that fits you guys so well, and it's pretty nice to watch and learn. Encouraged to invite more guests. Well, now, I mean, Jeff was the forcing function to get the other webcam and the audio hooked up, and now I'm on the hook to buy another overhead mic. So
Me up from Virginia. Okay, that's a little. Look, you can drive.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I'm saying.
you end up here. We'll talk.
Let's...
Get that
So-
Patreon money rolling in, and I'll
like
start
an
flying people in.
There's like an Amtrak station right by my work, so if you want to like just do that, then we'll talk about it. But
Yeah.
Click 3, I'll run Archives here. So click 1 was draw, click 2 was install a bankroll.
The namesake of the deck, even.
okay, click 3 is going to be archives for.
Come on.
Yeah, no, we'll let you through.
Okay, so I'm going to gain back a click.
Did
and
I
then-
gain? I did not gain 1 off of RH.
Sure.
That's important.
Yep. As
Less
we've
so
learned,
now.
1 credit can sometimes be the make
Then
or
I'll
break.
also gain 2 off of info bounty.
Amaku should be at 6 or higher.
It should now be at 6.
Yes.
Thank you, David.
It does actually. No,
It
it's
happens at the end of the
5,
run, David. So
a teeny's 5. So
yeah.
There are no cards. that
no,
it
so
matters
Amako should have
for.
charged off that R&D run.
Oh,
last
you're
turn.
totally right. I did miss that.
And the HQ run.
No, not the doof, because it requires an access.
But the bravado.
I got that one.
Ah, okay. All right.
But the one before that.
3 I'll go here.
7
Yep.
up. Yeah, 7 up.
Yeah, so you can pay your way through.
You can gain 2 credits. I'll save $1.
Wow.
I'll pay 1 to trash.
You found Rashida.
This gets $1.
I love bankroll
Um,
and lamp.
Yeah, so we missed one.
oh, I definitely. You know what? I'm going to. Do you mind if I swap the class act because I forgot how to play Netrunner? I'm going to put a Chessie in my hand instead.
Sure.
I realized because
Mhm.
I can start farming HQ credit
Pretty
neutrally
easily, yeah.
at some point, and so it's actually whereas I probably will not need Kupawara with Amakua down on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So you put the other you class act.
Yeah,
A different card.
So
You had kept a couple.
I kept. So no, my class act draw was Chesvi versus Mutual Favor,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, oh, I'm not going to install this, and I was like, oh wait, but Jeff, you have these free Paladin dollars.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a poor last click install, but a last click install nonetheless of my Chesvi.
There's a
Okay.
twinning.
Oh no, I don't have the
It's been
MU for
trashed
that.
by some.
There it is.
Yep.
So do I actually install this Chesvi?
That's a good point, huh?
It sure is a good point. You know what? I'm going to draw for my last click instead.
Okay.
But that's
Putting
fine.
actual credits on bankroll, you chaos merchant. What do you mean, as opposed to what?
Yeah, what else do you do?
A
It
die?
says to place a credit on it.
Yeah.
He's just following the rules. I'm drawing a card. I will first click.
It's very satisfying to see the stack rise.
It is probably going to become untenable at some point.
It does,
but-
yeah. It gets. I mean, and then you crack it. And you're happy.
No, I think I just purge now.
Yep, I think that's probably correct.
Yeah.
All right,
I
Mark.
didn't have anything so
What a chess game.
vital.
That is R&D.
Yes, David. Purge indeed. R&D. All right. So you don't have anything that's that amazing at getting into R&D.
No, I sure don't.
Yeah.
And Paladin ticks up. So I'm going to draw a card first.
Seems good.
Look at 2.
I mean, there's not much that amazingly gets into R&D except for that thing.
It's true.
Is that the only breaker that really like shows Anansi who's boss?
Amakua.
Yeah.
Arguably Hush.
Oh yeah, but
well,
that's now we're talking 2-card combos. Wait, don't purge, play, and pop a Mavirus. We don't have the animation yet. We'll work on it. That's that one for sure.
Besides which, if we've found that 1 credit can matter, then 3 matters a lot. So I can't be.
True.
Click 2. I'm going to Dirty Laundry HQ.
Okay.
So I'll spend 2 on Dirty Laundry. I will spend, actually, so I'll just spend, and then 3 on Breaking the Sice in time. So that costs 5. I'll put 5 back on Dirty Laundry. I will put a credit on Bankroll. I will put a power counter on the Waken Plant. And then I will see 1 card that is not an agenda.
Just preordained.
Well, I have a lot of confidence that there's not agendas in there.
Yeah. Because we dumped here.
Because I've seen a number of cards in HQ. I know the top 4.
What's that?
I think it's the top 2 now. No, you drew after, so it's actually I know.
You know the top
I know
1,
the top
I
card.
think. So you could
yes.
still see 1 with the.
Yeah.
What's that?
I just wanted to see.
I'm gonna draw again.
In stream C.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna just do a very early bankroll pop,
Interesting.
so that I can then make room for. Oh, and I forgot the Amakua
You did take
counter.
the 5 off that, right?
I forgot to as well. I'm just being my peak messy self.
Changeling, you talk about Mimic and Turbine also shows Anansi's best, but again, 2 cards.
Yeah.
And get the basically, yeah.
It's either that or trash something off the paladin, so
Yep.
At
And I
least
think,
that's credit positive, yeah.
yeah, I think it's fine play looking at my hand, but
Yep.
with this being my hand here.
All right. That it?
That's it for me.
Okay. Mandatorily drawing. I draw a card. You can get into my
Four slap
hand
vandal.
so
You just need 3 slap vandals.
so trivial.
Yeah, what, with the fourth just for fun?
The 4th, just to make it an illegal deck, probably.
Extra illegality. No. That's the surface of the sun.
Well, look, I need
over
this
here.
spot.
You need all the spots?
I need this spot in particular.
Look, then this works great.
Okay.
Um,
I'm going to
that's
install
how it is.
Yep.
for one.
Yep.
I'm going to advance.
Ooh.
It was an agenda.
Helen
Yep.
drips.
Nice. You played that smooth. Look at you.
I feel very fine about it, not at all terrified, guys. It's. I should probably not be looking directly at you. I should look at.
It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, you were facing like
drink's also
away
okay, so-
from the camera. It's really good. Don't look if you don't look him in the eyes.
Like,
you can't-
was it Jim Morrison who like would stand facing the back of the crowd or something, or get back on
Sounds right.
stage? Yeah.
Sounds right.
All right.
Okay, so if that's
Oh, that's
you have
Al
how many
movie.
cards in hand?
4.
Okay,
It's 2
so I have to
with
get through
Anoetics.
2 Anoetics. So I have to get through a teeny 3 times, which is at minimum 2 to boost, or boost twice, right?
And then 3 to break.
Yep, so that's 10 credits I would need.
Or you can just take some net damage.
Well, no, I have taken that damage on the 3rd run through.
What is this thing's base strength? That 1, 2, 3?
It's 3, yep.
I'll do
But
this.
a teeny is a code gate.
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong guy. Yeah,
Yes.
Unity.
Yep.
And Unity is more. Oh, it'll pump more.
Yeah, they'll
Yep.
pump.
These
quite
two, I always
efficiently.
get these mixed up.
Yeah.
So
I'm
my
playing-
other option is how many cards left in R&D by, if you don't mind?
Oh, let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
think I have an
yeah,
easier
okay.
line here.
Yep, I think there's a correct way to play this. Yep.
Considering you need to just see an agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will run HQ.
Yep.
Farm Wake, and then
Yeah, so I will spend 2 Chesby credits, 1 real credit,
there's no way you'd miss it. I think. Yeah.
and
Well, this is net positive too.
and I will access a card out of HQ.
Yep.
Oh, because of the Chesva?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
net positive.
and so info bounty will get me
Info bounty.
2.
Yep. So
Oh,
to
and you
trying to
roll
get
it, click,
through and
Mark's
then.
HQ, yep.
Yep.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yep, your digital life. So that gets me an Amakua counter. The Amakua counter is a little bit too slow. The wake goes up to 2. Thank you. That's the whole point of this play.
Yeah.
And then I make 2 credits off of the info bounty. Okay, and let's run HQ again. Spend 3 credits. That's that first click a second time.
Oh, okay.
This goes up to 3.
Yeah. Is it on success?
It is on success.
It is on success, yes.
I hate when die don't behave, and now you're
like that you
forced to
eventually
just give up. 3 rolls is too much?
It's okay. None of them matter. So.
Yes.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
Okay, is there any reason to not just throw it all on
Hail Mary.
No.
this click? Like,
He's
there
gonna
something to be
win.
Thinking about.
Well,
no,
no,
he's
no,
not.
no.
What?
Yeah. I
No, he could win.
Yeah, no, he's threatening a win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I click 3.
Is
on
it
R&D.
So why are you saving 1 click? And I guess you don't need the money. You can already break this.
Yeah, so it cost me 6 to break.
Yeah. Which you have exactly.
That's I was trying to like.
I
Is there
click for
anything?
credit so you can trash. No, but you're not running back.
I'm not running back.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not-
I can't run back through an Anansi, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit irrelevant. And I will see 4 cards.
All right. 1.
Game.
Yep.
Yay!
Yep. Had to figure.
For Genesis.
Okay,
Yeah.
so but
Yeah, you had a couple
with
outs
11
there.
cards. It was pretty likely. I was like, okay, can I like throw down a boomerang? What is this ice? Okay, yeah, so I would be able to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So 1 credit matters. That's what I've learned.
1 credit does matter. Also, not drawing any class. I mean, like the thing is, like, yeah, if I draw a class act, and then, like, it actually doesn't matter.
It. Well, I think the play through that whole game changes drastically if you've got the class act.
Yeah, no, I run much more aggressively at everything
Yeah.
that you have, but so it goes.
Huh. See, it's funny. This is there were 11 left in our total agendas. I want to say 2 more.
Yeah, there would be another
yeah, 2
Regenesis, another
Regenesis.
back. Oh, 2.
Yep. Because you had Fuji,
yeah.
I had a bacterial here. You had a bacterial that you stole.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's less than I thought, but that's still with seeing 4 out of 11, my odds are still pretty good there.
It is 9 o'clock. Do we think we have one more or no? That's totally up to your
I think
discretion.
it is just 2 Fujis, or it might even actually be
speed
1
run a game.
Fuji.
It's 2 Fuji, 3 bacterial, 3 Regenesis.
Regenesis. That sounds right. Yeah, it is 2 Fuji. Yep. Yeah.
I could probably do 1 more.
Okay, we'll do a speed game.
It's interesting. The a friend of ours came up with a variation of this that just runs this out of
Ag Infusion?
Ag Infusion, and
Yeah.
it seems
A friend of ours
Pretty good.
came up with it, and then
Augustus
Augustus
went and won
came up with it also,
Oh.
and then won. Big tournament.
I think a large accelerated meta test.
this.
maybe?
This shows you how much I'm following the meta.
I thought it was a national out of Europe.
Oh, I thought it was
Italian
like
Nats.
Was it
Italian Nats.
Was it Italian
Yeah.
Nats? Okay.
Yeah. So Sean, the whole thing is about poisoning archives. Like that's like the big threat.
An AMT and Italian Nats. Okay.
There you go. All
We're
right.
both right. Great.
But
What do we want to play?
you want to poison archives, get a bacterial in there, because when bacterial's resolving, you can put more agendas into archives to force them to access them. So if their first agenda is bacterial on archives and you draw into a Fuji, you can drop the Fuji in. They draw the Fuji, and then your punitives are doing 6.
It's good.
And they've taken 2 off the Fuji.
Pride of Ireland.
It's
Oh, this is a very odd op build. Okay.
makes it very difficult to run.
I like parts of this though. I'll give this op a shot because
Okay.
I can't turn down an opportunity. Even though I don't like a lot of this op deck, I can't turn the opportunity to play it
Don't
down.
forget to turn it on.
Well, look, nobody complained about not hearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if you got picked up by those mics or if you were
I-
just pretty cool.
You can hear it. It's just not
Nobody
great.
wants to talk there.
Thank you. Dude. I invite you to my house.
What deck would you like to
Invite me
play?
to your house. Force beer on me.
I think
see.
maybe
Yeah.
the Hosh because it's boring, but I've just never had that
Okay,
raw
sounds
power under my control.
Yeah, this matchup is it's a very momentum matchup. Like if you get on top of me early, I just like have no outs, and if you don't get there in time, it's just like lights out.
Okay. Contrast. The oddball looks great on stream.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Contrast. Now we just need a button that just says contrast. That has like
Contrast.
that
For
has,
every
like,
every
the word-
in-joke that we have on the
the
stream.
word contrast in a slightly different shade of blue from the background that it pops up is coming across.
Well, the best way you should probably do it as a gradient, right?
Yes,
Like,
yes.
true. Yeah, so you can kind of see the rast. Or,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
the,
yeah.
Or the,
Or the
the
con.
rast is, fading into little contrast. Big contrast. Yes.
I actually went when Borealis came out. I went and made a ob emote and an endurance
Drink
emote,
from the side of that.
and no one used them. But
Really? No, there's already an endurance emote, right? It's just the angry face, right?
Oh, that yes.
Right. Yeah. That's
Dan,
an
this
existing
is
emote.
actually I forget which ob.
This-
was-
it's a
is-
Tucana
'cause I
ob,
didn't- Well,
correct?
that's most ob lists right now.
Okay.
This is like a weird hybrid. So from my perspective, Dan, this is a calibration testing op list because where you spend that 3 influence determines a lot about your deck. But this is a calibration list that is also playing Oaktown Artivations, which is pretty uncommon, or at least not something I had seen. Now, to be honest, I don't look at enough other people's op lists. I just say that they're wrong and keep going.
He does. It is comfortable rush deck.
Yeah, it has a lot. It actually has a
Delightful.
lot. Yeah, when I look at it, like the Ice Suite. Well, okay, yeah, someone's gonna have to. Well, okay, people should look out towards the end of December, early next year, Beeblum and I, and maybe some other big op players are gonna have a series of videos about op. And
Cool.
Someone's going to explain to me why people are excited about Thimble Rig. I have yet to be convinced it's worth the influence.
I really love Thimble Rig with turning on your border controls everywhere. It's odd, like your Thimble Rig's over here and they pass it and great, and I swap out my border control and shut it off and then It's like, that feels good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't do this to me. Let's go. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess for
The calibration testing Tucana score turn is neat as heck, and also hurts to be on the other side of.
We'll do this just for what? Oh, whoops. Sorry. Just because I don't know exactly what I'm doing here. This is the deck I'm playing right now. It's a 2018 Val Hoshiko deck. Career fairs, lots of resources. I probably want a career fair and a good resource to start the game. Boomerangs, etc., etc. Let's start.
All right, I'm going to keep this hand. It's a little bit funky, but the stream can probably see why. Actually, you know what? Do I keep this hand? Because I don't really want this card in it, right?
I feel like I.
You know what? No, I'm gonna play this out. I want to kind of see if I can play this out the line. I think I can.
I think I keep this because of cards that do things.
All right.
Hoshiko.
Yeah. Any set of cards is fine as long as you got Hoshiko.
Install, take a credit.
Okay.
Interesting.
Dirty laundry. There. You knew which one. Trash it. Get out of here.
Yep, that seems correct.
Get my money. This becomes 5 credits. I have access to cards, so we'll tap Hoshiko.
Oh, no, Dan, you don't play another half run. Play a sprint before you play a second half run.
Sprint was in the list, I think, at one point, wasn't it?
That list?
Something to it. Maybe I'm thinking of a completely different thing.
No sprint.
No sprint. But there are I have
Or versions
heard
of it
people
with-
playing
okay.
with sprint, and I think it's plausible.
That must be what I'm thinking.
Check the top. Okay, stays. Fermenter
Yeah.
thing. Can you reset the agenda, guys?
Yes.
And
I reset one of them.
I draw a card. Okay. I'm sorry. I've disappointed everyone.
No, it's all good. Okay, I'm going to go install,
There we
take
go.
a credit.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, you flip, so you would have gotten 2 at the end.
Would
of
have
your
gotten
last
2,
turn.
and then I lose 1.
And
draw a card.
Yeah, it's actually less
Just
so.
ticks up.
The second half run does so little for you because you're firing 1 stuff a half run per game max. And so if you're just playing the second half run so that you don't draw, you always have one in your deck, Sprint's going to do that job, but better.
While also having the capacity to be another card
And
if you
having
don't
another
need the half run
influence is
specifically.
good. Yeah.
Again. Stays. Money. Hoshiko stays on that side. Draw a card. Play a cleaver. I don't know. I don't think this is rig shooter. I think it's mostly just end the run stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna run last click here for 1. And maybe I'm being too aggressive, but I have a cleaver, so we'll see.
He's been clicking for credits. I feel like testing the ice early is good in that case.
This is where I'm very mad at this deck. But anyway, okay. Or very mad at my particular draw. And why I think the calibration testing is basically wrong. I'm going to res and pop the border control.
Yeah. So we'll get that top deck. Draw the top card.
I'm going to go and... Do I get the sandstone?
Wait.
This is it on top.
Well, but hold on. You're popping the border control. Oh, because the cleaver can break it, though. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, basically, I'm trying to deny as
why I
much
did
value
this.
as I can. Actually, okay, this is Curse. Okay. I get this because you're running last. I get the Mavirus here.
Ah.
Oh wait, there's a
God.
second calibration testing. Never mind. What mad person designed this deck?
Kikai?
2 Cali
Seven.
testings is wild.
7th at the 2023 UK Nationals.
Okay, well this is the one case where 2 Cali testings is good.
We want to
Are
take
there-
that off the screen.
Yeah, I'm just showing everybody.
All right.
Just,
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
It gets left up sometimes.
It does.
Yeah.
I do have to put an automatic timer on just like anytime these are up.
I
take 'em down
need
after.
to start figuring out how to. I'll have to have you
Let's chat.
Yeah,
show me.
we can help. He'll talk shit.
Okay, I realize. Well, okay, no, I have to.
End of
yeah.
my turn. Oh, this happened. Has
You
it
already-
happened yet?
yeah,
You do
already-
gain 3 though from Raindrops Cut Stone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a mandatory draw.
And you did access cards
Yeah,
off the top
so it
of
doesn't
the
flip.
So yep.
Okay, I'm gonna pop calibration testing to put an advancement counter on this card.
You didn't get him a virus.
I did not get him a virus.
Yeah.
I will use that calibration
Tucana.
testing to go and get a Tucana.
Yeah. This will be a fast game.
Let's see. Sorry, I just need to look at my deck here for a second.
It's the 3rd game, so chat has gone away.
I don't know how many are watching. It doesn't show
Me
us.
neither, but we're not going to look.
Okay, I think then I just have to go advance.
Atlas?
Score an Atlas.
Oh my.
We know you're here, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
No counter Atlas.
Yeah, he has to.
I'm gonna
To get that.
res an Afshar with a Tucana.
And establish a
Huh.
remote.
And then last click, I'm going to install a card
Anyone
in
watching?
the
There we go.
remote.
Chat Kato, so they know. Hey, it's Kato. Kato ran the stream for the Sovereign and Subways event. Nice of you to join us.
Yeah, thanks so much.
1921.
Over to you.
Hit me.
All right, so Hoshiko, I lose a credit.
Yep.
I draw a card. This ticks up to 3. And that's interesting. Okay. I'm going to play a Steel Skin for credit.
Sounds good.
I need cards.
No, it's the right play.
Did you install something here afterwards?
I sure did.
I basically
Yeah,
no.
just double advance install.
Stop it.
Just so dedicated.
I need to
not
decide if
doing
I can
that.
like take a turn off. No, I don't need to decide anything. We will career fair down an Earthrise for
Paying 1.
one
One.
credit. Yep. I was checking. I was like, career fair doesn't do 4 credits, does it? That would be wild. And then thank you, counters.
This is very important.
I don't know if this is too slow. I haven't accessed a card, have I? I don't know if I want to. Let's run this.
The issue with cutting is that
Stays.
Jeff is polite and offers his deck for cutting as one would in competitive. And we here feel that if you'd like to cheat, look, you obviously need the win.
We don't cut on stream. We don't cut on stream. Last click. I'm just gonna spend all my money on this,
Okay,
and I will not lose a credit to draw a card later.
great.
Okay, 16.
Mandatory draw.
Did you access anything this turn?
I did.
Access top card
yes.
of R&D. Okie dokie. If that's my draw,
Are we gonna do it with 3s?
I was going to say a
ones?
3 and a 1. The card that just got installed is a liberated account.
I'm actually just going to take 3 credits and pass.
Oh wow.
I'm having an interesting draw. That's certainly the case.
Okay. So I can even interleave these. This is a waste of everybody's time.
I was wondering if you were going to get there.
Okay, sorry.
Because I was definitely there already.
Alright, so I don't lose a credit because I have none to lose, but I draw a card off of Hoshiko. I love that. Don't you love that for me? This ticks up. I guess I'll pop that too. You drew and just click for credits? Or mandatory and click?
Mandatory and click for credits, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, is it-
Earthrise fires. So I get to draw 2. Let's click this fermenter for 8.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. Install a maw.
Okay.
Click this once, and then last. Don't know. We're just gonna run that.
Or the Winchester.
Oh boy, that was the worst. I was like, what can I be afraid of here?
It's not like it's rig shooting,
God, it
right,
crashes
guys?
hardware and everything. It's the worst. Jesus Christ.
Wow!
I just
right
installed a
after.
maw. And I have no money because I was like, I only want to run last click.
Oh my
That's cool.
goodness!
Okay, do it to me.
All right. You actually have a link, so you can beat one of these traces. So, trace 4 is successful trash and installed program.
Yeah, and then what's the
How
hardware
does
one?
he beat that?
Trace 3 is the hardware, and then
So you can
trace 3
save
is
them
on the
all.
one.
You can save them. Oh, you can't.
So
pay
you're gonna
to do
boost
it all.
anything? You
I have no credits, so
God, because
trace 4 to trash a program. So that's gonna fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna fire.
Goodbye, Cleaver.
Yeah,
Trace 3 to trash a hardware.
yeah.
So
I
you-
definitely want to protect this.
So your maw only costs
Yeah.
you 8.
So it was an 8 credit maw, and I lost a cleaver.
And
Okay.
then trace 3 to end the run.
Yep. And I have a click left. Woof.
Yeah.
I haven't accessed cards,
You have not.
and that's probably fine for rebuilding.
Yeah.
I'll just. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, singles are not. So, like, drawing is also reasonable to be there, though I don't know how many. If you have 5 cards in your hand that you kind of want to play, then.
Yeah.
As long as you have if you want to play all 5 in your hand, clicking for Liberate is great.
I made a mistake. I should have. Oh no! Actually, it saved me. It saved me. I was thinking about raindropsing
Oh.
there, and it would have cost me the maw.
Yes. That would have been.
That would have been
worse.
very funny.
It would have been the worst.
Mandatory draw?
But no, you would have gotten 2 card draws out of it. 3 card draws.
Sure.
Yeah, you would have.
Raindrops is good, but
3
but
cards.
this.
Once again, I'm clicking for 3 and passing.
Okay, so now I feel better about things.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
if
this
I can
is
go
the thing,
find
like,
this.
I went and I really had to fight down to get that.
Oh, sorry.
You flip back
This
the other
flips,
way.
right.
Actually, at last turn. But
Yep, and now nothing yet here. So raindrop. Earthrise flips down. I draw 2.
So Jello, I'll be honest, the whole not cutting thing kind of started at casual Midgard nights.
Just silly.
As like a specific way to annoy Derek.
Who always
he always
reflexively-
offers them, and then we just go, what?
No.
What? Are you, what? No. And he's just like, oh.
that's great.
Yeah. So, Kevin, they could be a replacement maw and cleaver, but they can't be the 9 credits it costs to install a maw and a cleaver.
Well, but there's 16
so-
credits right there.
That's true. Yeah, no, you got me.
We'll do this.
Yep.
We'll do it again.
Yep.
We'll install a buzzsaw. Wait, why am I doing this?
Oh, no, because it gets you on the remote, right?
Yeah.
Could even
I
be
changed.
both.
Yeah. I will install a buzzsaw. That cost me 4, and then I'll run here. Let's go.
Okay, you got it. So you pay 1's break.
Yep.
Access order.
I will access the. This is 1 trash.
Yes.
That one.
Excuse me, it's a calibration testing.
I feel like I gotta get rid of that.
It's
I'm gonna get rid of
the
it.
second one.
I'm gonna get rid of it for 1, and then I'll do that one.
It's a Project Atlas, so
Okay.
Tucana fires.
Oh, what am I doing?
Tucana's persistent.
Oh, it's
you're fine.
persistent. No matter. Yeah. Yes, on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not getting my maw value this turn, but
Actually, oh yeah.
Because
No, you could leave the Tucana there.
oh, is that what that is? The first time each turn you access a card not in archives and do not steal or trash it. So singular. Oh, I thought it was just like the whole thing,
Yeah.
like
That's
breach.
interesting.
Okay.
So that cost me 2 credits.
So technically, you could have left the calibration testing and gotten 1 credit more, I guess.
I do hate the Tucana being there, so I'm gonna trash it. So.
Well-
What?
Oh, maw triggers on the HQ.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I think the Tucana's too good.
Tucana's very good, especially 'cause if I was on 4 points, I could see maybe leaving the Tucana there, but I
I'm
think
gonna pitch an ice carper because
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. counters? I don't know if there's breakpoints. Maybe there are, and I'll be sad.
Let's see. There's
Or actually,
Boredom,
you know what?
and there's Envelopment are probably the only high strike
It's a
cards.
miss bones.
Oh, yeah. Bones is probably a better discard there.
Yeah. Yeah, not exactly going assets going here.
I did access cards. I will gain 2 credits.
And flip.
And flip. Okay, cool. Man,
It's coming by the stream, Brennan.
yeah, thanks, Brennan. Appreciate everybody chatting. This has been a really fun social night for us.
Yeah, it has.
This has been great. Hoshiko good. Hoshiko stonk. Stonk? That's not how you meme. Stronk.
Strong.
That's what I did. I was like, something's wrong with my brain, and I don't know what it is.
I was really wondering where you were going.
Install, click for a credit.
Okay.
I am not having the best draw with this deck. And it's honestly down to my terrible keep choice.
Interesting. All right,
That
so
early keep.
Hoshiko loses a credit, and I draw a card. This is so consistent. I hate it. You put a card in there. I will take this. And then I'm gonna raindrops here.
All right. No res?
Yeah. And it's on afterwards?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I want to run a steal. Boo.
That's a card I would actually have liked to see.
Yeah, and then I
nice.
gain a
Stream
card.
points out Earthrise. Not optional.
Oh, I did forget the Earthrise. Sure, and then this is also going to draw gain 3 credits.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, just resolve it now.
Yep.
That's fine.
Earthrise is going to go away and draw 2 cards.
No Maw trigger.
No Maw trigger. That was click 1?
Yes.
Yes. Man. Nope, not there. I just wanted to show off the full art.
Serious question.
Yeah.
Why not immediately run back on R&D?
No reason. I mean, it's this order.
You also
doesn't
just
matter
put
too
one
much.
back and took one.
Yeah.
So you probably shouldn't do that.
What?
You put
Well, I think
one
it was
back
to
and then
do
you
this.
took
I was
one.
going to undo the sure gamble, but,
Okay.
but yeah, we'll
Gotcha.
do this.
It's
I
like-
still have 2 clicks.
In theory, it's you could win all in one. Oh no, it's 2 clicks wins or loses. Like 2 clicks is enough to run R&D and still win here. If
It's true.
I guess it's like if it's agenda trashable agenda. Having the 3rd click wins you the game.
I wasn't planning to win here. I think I'm just going to
Yeah.
want to keep ahead.
I was just thinking he has enough money to trash anything that you have. Why not keep the option open? Gain more information first before you marshal resources that you know you
Yeah.
already have.
I-
Theoretically.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about going to trash whatever this is and keep that clean. Oh, you have a border
That's
control. Well, get rid of a border
2
control
clicks.
then. Fine.
How?
I run and you either need to trash it.
No.
How are you getting through it?
Oh, I don't have that breaker.
Because your cleaver exploded.
So then that makes more sense for me
your
to
cleaver
go.
got scorpioned.
Yeah. I'll go career fair to put down another Earthrise for a credit
Yeah.
to go find it, and then last click I'll run there.
Sounds good.
That stays. And Maw triggers or
Yes.
okay. Yeah, the wording on this could be improved. FFG,
Well, it's
are you
just gonna
guys
get
written,
rotated, so-
erratas? Here,
Yeah.
Here I will do the thing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the contrast dice. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, you don't flip that.
I'm sorry. Oh, because you can do that.
It goes face. Maw flips.
Oh,
Guys, face down.
I'm sorry. I
It's all
shouldn't have
good.
grabbed it.
No, it's
I
okay.
feel like a dick.
It's fine. It's just a game loss, a competitive play.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I should never touch
Game's
anyone's
over. I can
cards.
go home.
I mean, yeah.
I can go home. I
That's-
have an hour
that's
to go
true.
home.
Yeah, I'm 10 minutes around the corner, so.
Oh, jeez.
That's,
I just snipe them from hand all the time. I gotta stop doing that.
Well, but not with Maw.
That's true. Nama is the weird circumstance here.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
This has
thinking like Sean just yelling instant game loss.
I did that with a hacktivist meeting once at a regionals and somehow did not get a game loss. Friendly opponents.
install, advance, audacity,
Ooh.
score not
This
deaths.
would mean you can't. Oh no. Damage?
Let's trash this Afshar.
Ties it up.
We're gonna try and get some useful cards here. What do I have
How
that's
many-
possibly useful?
How many cleavers are in this deck? 2. Cool.
Good. That's
I'll
like
go find it.
exactly the number you want.
I'll go find it.
Somewhere in there.
It's in here somewhere.
It's not like a 60 card Hoshiko,
No,
is
it's
it?
a 45.
All right, so
I did access cards.
you sure did.
Sure did.
Okay. Yeah. Knowing that card really screws things up too. That's
It
pretty
really
bad.
does. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's
That's
all-
terrible.
That's all good.
When it
Because now I can go get it if I want, you know.
Yeah.
Or
when
just
it trashes the card you are accessing, when you don't steal or trash that, you trash it face up. According to
Yes.
Lucille.
Yes. So, but the way you're supposed to resolve it,
you need to die.
Well,
you need
yes.
a dice.
Yes.
Yeah. The first the only card I think still in Netrunner that requires a dice.
Without telling you need one.
I mean, no other card actually requires a dice, right? The mark has cards, and then everything else is we randomize in other ways, or can be randomized in other ways. But you can't randomly do like a face-up card. All right, I'm gonna get the Regolith mining license.
Yep.
Pass my turn.
Yeah. Don't feel great about having seen the card. So I draw a card and lose a credit. And Earthrise fires, and I see 2 more cards.
Draw 3 every turn. Feels pretty good.
Yeah. So gross. What is the right way to order things?
See, that's why you need the career fairs in this deck, because you have to get cards out of your hand.
Fast. Yeah, you're drawing so fast.
Yeah,
I think
you've got to
I'm
be
gonna
able
play
to play
this.
1 click to drop 2.
Feels slow, and maybe this is like where I find a way to lose the game.
You're in a fine spot,
And that's-
even without knowing anything about archives.
This gets a bunch of credits on it. I'm just going to do it with this and deal with the math later.
Yep.
Or I can just spin down a counter on it.
Here, well, there's tricks for.
Okay. I will play a boomerang
Okay.
for 2 and mark that sucker
Mm-hmm.
just to get rid of it. We'll run there.
Okay.
No res.
No
I mean, no
action.
no action.
You have to.
So if I pop this, this is going to go here.
Well, until.
Yeah. That's going to go here for now.
Yeah, this probably is worth it. I don't want it to be, but I think it probably is correct to go and do this.
So then the boomerang goes
Yep.
into-
Then this goes here because
Yep.
it wasn't successful.
Right.
Going to get a sandstone.
Sandstone. Huh? That is sure
Yeah.
a barrier.
And now.
But no, that's pretty good. That's a decent exchange.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
No, like my keep was a bad keep, and I'm getting very punished for it.
So I don't know if I check
Was
the
it
top
just
of
the lack
R&D.
econ?
I'm
I've
gonna,
also missed all the econ, but I've actually I've missed all 9 econ cards, like the extracts, hedge funds, and repeaters all missed.
Wow.
I think I'm checking the top of R&D here just to mod trigger
I have no
or
cards
win
in hand,
and
but,
no credits.
So
No
but I-
cards in hand.
Because
but R&D is probably still more
Versus
valuable.
just drawing and discarding to go find the
Yeah,
cleaver. I don't know.
it's just. It's a draw next turn, right? So that's the thing, because if you run R&D, you have a
Oh,
chance to
that's
see
right,
an
it's
agenda
both.
and you draw next turn.
Freaking Hoshiko.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we'll run there. Stays. Mod triggers but nothing happens, and then Hoshiko
Stays flipped.
stays flipped, and I'll draw a card. Okay.
Okay, I take a mandatory draw.
Yeah.
And spend 3 clicks.
Yeah. Oh. I wanted to get rid of that so bad.
I'm gonna draw a card first, and then spend 2 clicks.
Okay. Hoshiko. Lose a credit. Draw a card. Earthrise. C2.
I also haven't seen the Spin Doctor yet.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of draw for a deck that plays a bunch of audacities.
I mean, I've mostly just kind of whiffed.
Yeah, I guess it does have what Rashida's and spins.
Yeah.
Drops.
And then also your ID ability is effectively draw as well.
That's true.
Which I've probably fired, let's see, 1, 2, 3 times now. Maybe 4 actually. No, 4.
Yeah, I think.
And then Tucana's fired
4, right?
twice. So
Yeah, so 2/2 kind of. Yeah, so you've really gotten 6 draws out of other cards.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
So, liberated or daily cast liberated.
okay. Yeah, I guess probably with me on 7, running does start to look less appealing again.
Yeah. Just because he hasn't found the killer yet.
Yeah,
Do you run 5/3s in this deck? Probably not. No, you don't.
not in this one, no.
Um,
Some people are.
that's interesting. All right, I'll take this. This is awkward.
Just
4 and a 1.
You just put one on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then next
Oh,
time
I
you...
see.
I didn't have a change
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make.
you didn't have the change,
Yeah.
which was annoying, for sure.
And let's do this again.
Okay.
Okay.
And for a draw.
Seems good.
I have to pitch a card.
Okay.
Some more.
Gonna
I didn't access.
install, take 2.
Okay.
That's a turn.
Start of turn. Nothing.
No.
Earthrise.
Lots
Yeah,
of
well, when
things.
I mean, not Hoshiko. So Earthrise, I'll draw 2 cards. This money. Nothing there, and 4 clicks. Oh my god. It's too much. It's just too much. Now we'll put that down,
Ah.
and we'll check that. That's the spin, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna res it. That's a weird draw, I think, but I will pop the Spin Doctor. We're gonna not lose to the Maw. Right now, at least. Let's get back to that
good.
card. And probably still a... yeah, probably a border control over the Tucanas at this point.
It's cleaving time.
time. So many things we need buttons for.
Letting everyone down.
I know,
Get programming or After Effects. I don't know how any of this works.
Yeah. A lot of time in After Effects.
I am quite jealous of Andre's chat's willingness to just keep going through most of the night. Like, they definitely do slow down, I think, between 10 and 11, but...
What, that he just plays...
Like,
Oh, his chat's willingness.
his chat's
Yeah.
just go.
They just keep going. Yeah, I agree. All right, so I have 2 clicks left. We will, check R&D. Try and check R&D. Am I missing? I'm missing a breaker. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Let's be smarter about this. This will be Carmen for 3.
No, it will not be for
I
3.
didn't access. Oh, damn it. What centuries? I don't know what centuries.
Stavka is the one you're worried about,
Yes,
probably.
it is probably the one. Maybe I don't want to lose to Stavka. All right, so this is
That'd be a
runnable.
good one, Sean.
Can also make nice. So this cost me 1 to break. No, it's a sandstone.
No, this will be strength 5.
Yeah.
Sean, what about Vampire Nasa? Like in a
right.
Dracula cloak?
All right, I'll
Just
take-
like an eel in a
I'll take-
Dracula cloak?
I'm gonna hard cast. This is gonna be annoying.
Click liberated and then...
Yeah. Click liberated.
Wait, no. That's not how you use liberated.
Okay, tell me
Let
how.
me show you.
Show me. Yeah.
And when you do that 4 times... No.
Yeah, I take it from there. Yeah.
When you
Yeah,
do that,
there.
when you do that every time, it ends with the 4 ones
I had
on it.
forgotten that I had made change and have 1s now to do that with. Yeah. Okay, do that and then Carmen and there.
Okay.
No access stays.
Mandatory draw.
Okay. Well, if I don't win now, then Jeff
Yeah, you got
is magical without.
Yeah.
I mean, the drip, click, breaker suite.
Ah, but you're not drawing 3 cards a turn now. Whatever will you do?
Click 1, draw a card.
Hoshiko, letting inferior players feel pretty good about themselves since whenever. 2019.
Click 2, I'm going to extract the Reolith to gain 6. And discover if there are any more 1-costers that I want to fire in my deck. I don't think there are.
I don't remember what's in there for long cost.
I drew it, so
There you go.
gonna fail to find. And then
Ob is the first time each turn you trash something, right?
no, it's whenever you trash a res card, except during installation, you may search. Use this ability once per turn.
Got it.
I would
So it's
love
not
if
first.
rules said once per turn you may whenever once per turn
Yeah.
whenever da 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 da
Yeah.
you may da 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 rather than whenever you
Do this
whenever do this thing.
Oh, but by the way, once per turn.
By,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
But that is important, right? Because in case you don't want to trigger it on the first trash.
Well, no, so
like,
that's
it's,
the-
it's
that's-
important for like Ace of Group. To,
No.
You know.
So from my perspective, the uses ability only once per turn, comma, whenever da 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 still works, right?
Or colon.
Or
Use this
colon.
ability once per turn. Colon.
Yeah.
Or once per turn. Colon. Anyway.
Or you could add
Oh, the
like
colons
a
are
cost.
costs or yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
could add like a cost that would show that
Or
that ability had been
semicolons
used. Like
would
you could
work.
like turn the card.
Click
Right?
one was
Like,
no,
at
click
the,
one was draw. Click two was extract.
Okay.
Guys, nobody's listening to my tapping.
I'm sorry, but we were trying to keep track
Yeah,
of the
I know,
game
you're
state.
actually playing the game. Yeah, but I'm trying to make a really bad joke here. So
Got it.
So who's the villain?
Okay. You still have a click?
No.
Okay.
It was draw, extract, install.
Got it. Now you have a bunch of money, and I have stuff. So daily casts. No.
thank you, Kato.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, I have to draw very well to get out of here, I think. But
Take money.
yep.
Install an ice carver. Just cause. Run here.
Okay.
What is this actually? Before I run, what does this cost
So this
me?
would be 2 plus another 3, so 5.
It is strength 4. This makes it 3.
Yeah.
2 plus another.
Does not matter. Yeah, two
Two.
to boost, 3 to no, because it's defending HQ, so it has the trace 3.
Oh, there's an extra one.
Yep.
So it's 5. Okay. So I'll run there and I'll pay the 5.
Okay.
Which feels like a lot, but. No, of course, there's 4. That one.
All right. Now we need to maw. So 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
That's 1, 2. No,
One,
that 1. Yeah,
two,
yeah, yeah,
three,
yeah. I can count to 4. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And I don't get to see it because I'm not a cheater
anymore.
anymore. I did cheat that time. I'll put down a Bonhar,
Sounds good.
and it's to you. Access a card. I gain 2 and flip.
Yep.
I'm getting the hang of Hoshiko.
Mandatory draw.
I actually, this is like my one contribution to Legend of the Five Rings, like the actual rule set, is that the current version of it, every time you play a limited card, which is you can only play 1 limited card per turn, you tap a card that is otherwise not used for anything in the game. So you tap your roll card, which is otherwise not used anywhere in the
Right,
game at all.
right.
So
To
yeah.
keep track of a thing. You score hostile.
I
And
sure
now
do.
I'm scared.
You should add a bad pub to your side of the table. I say that, I'm saying that here on a game night. If you play against me in person, I may not remind you. I have not reminded people.
Oh.
And because
Yep.
I will put the bad pub on my
Right.
ID.
I have
right?
bad pub.
You're
it's up to you.
tracked.
to
And then
remember
sometimes I will even say, "Oh, remember to take a bad pub."
Yeah.
And if they don't do it, I'm not going to remind them a second time. That's on you.
So I draw a card.
And if you get to spend it,
Hoshiko.
we'll only remind you we're at the lower tables
Right.
because I'm an asshole.
5.
It's not. It's just winning. Okay. It's not being a jerk.
Bonhar is going to name. That's a 2-net server.
3-net server.
There's that thing again. That still exists.
Still exists.
We're gonna
Still
name it.
HQ.
Though. We're gonna name it. Because 5 credits is a lot there. So
Sure, Sans.
and it does them one at a time. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Fermenter because I think I have time still.
Yep.
That cost me a credit. We'll run there.
All right. You take
And
3 nets.
take
I'll
3
do them
net.
one at a time. 1. So you got to draw 2.
Yep.
And then shuffle them up. Hit the steel skin. That's the good one. Hit another one.
Oh my
So
goodness.
you're taking 3 net damage and coming up. Or
Bonhar's
coming out up a card?
Bonhar's fine. Yes.
And a boomerang. That I don't
I'm a
mind.
little sad about the boomerang, but that's okay.
Huh.
I have the Bonheur, so that's good. Access card.
He went from 3 cards in hand
Yeah,
to
yeah.
4. That's absurd.
That one.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. Okay. We'll check this. I think.
You think?
Yeah, let's check it.
Envelop.
Oh boy, that is a lot, huh? It's got 4 subs. That all, and then
4 and the
yeah.
runs, and I trash this ice.
So Cleaver, it is 5 strength. It is 4 strength.
4
because of
strength,
Ice
yep.
Carver. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, 2 to pump. Because it's 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 1,
Yeah.
2, and then 4. So it's 6 total. Plus, it's only 5. Yeah, sure. Let's spend that.
All right. You could also let the envelopment trash itself.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not breaking the last one. I didn't.
Yeah,
So okay, so
Yeah,
then
he's
okay,
just not
so,
breaking too
so
many.
you're
Four
breaking
and
too
the
many.
No.
1,
He's breaking
2,
4 and the
3,
runs.
4, and the runs.
Because it has 4 power counters.
Read the text on Cleaver,
Oh
please.
God, yeah. It breaks up to 2 each time. So I just spent 2.
Alright.
I spent 2. Read the text on Cleaver, please. Nice.
Reading cards explains what they do.
Read the card. Explain the rules.
Let's see. What am I getting here? Okay. Oh, this card.
It must
okay,
have felt
this
good to
deck is
say.
Look at this guy. He can't even cap it. Oh.
Jeff over here. How do I politely tell them they're being dumb?
Why be polite, though?
Okay.
Is it fermenter?
You
this
install it this turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you're still at 1.
Okay.
Just
let's-
let the envelopment trash and ob. Yeah, I don't know about that. So what's the...
There's
what's
nothing
the
that punishes
for-
at 4, basically, here. It's
Right.
Stavka or border control, but this is click 3. So if I fetch a border control and then run, you just go back in.
Yeah.
Like, it's often actually correct to let the envelopment trash. There's ways that op sets up around it, but they're not involved in this game. I'm going to put border control.
Especially if I'm breaking it at its full strength, because then I'm getting rid of it faster, and you don't tick it down, get use out of it, and then ob it.
Yeah.
That's feels pretty good in ob.
And you get 2 points.
Really?
There's a Whoredom, a Mavirus, a hedge fund, and an Oaktown.
And we did see, we did shuffle.
There's a Mavirus in there. So
Oh,
your
yes.
fermenter will
Fermenter gets
purge.
purged. Thank you.
But you shuffled, and so I have a click left, and I can maybe win off the top here.
Yes, you can. You hadn't seen R&D anyway.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. that was the other option. So I saw a card. I'm gonna go less credits than I've been because Hoshiko, but yeah, let's last click run the top here. The
Sandstone,
a
it gets a
lot.
virus counter.
So it is strength 5, 4.
Yep, 4. Yep.
So
So
again,
it's-
pump two
Yep.
to pump, and then
Yeah,
2 to pump, and then just
1 to break.
I'll
Yep.
do it. Trash for 1. Not out of that bit.
Yeah, it'd be good if you could, but...
No. No, you've seen it. It's too late. Okay.
I mean, no, you could put. I mean, I'm going to mandatorily
yeah,
draw
that's true.
this
I would
last
like
one.
to keep it. You can draw that on agenda.
Okay.
I don't know if that's right, but
do you pay credits for the border control install
I
on
don't.
ob?
Nope.
It skips the...
Whenever you
okay.
trash-
that's why ob's great.
I knew it installed...
Res costs exactly 1 less than the cards printed. Install and res the card you found, ignoring credit costs.
Okay, there we go.
I have had an argument on JNet when someone was doing a tread lightly on me, and I was like, ignoring a credit cost. Tread lightly is
A
credit cost.
Yeah.
I had to go and contact the rules manager
Yeah.
mid-game. Click 1, I'm going to draw a card. Click 2, I'm going to install a card, paying 1. And click 3, I'm going to install a card in the remote.
I forgot Banhar.
No, you didn't.
Oh, is that one big long term?
That was
Yeah,
one
That was
big
just
long
incredibly...
turn.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry, Jeff. Take daily cast credits. Hoshiko. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's
you
like a
had
dip-
other credits,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it doesn't matter in this case. And then Banhar. You do always want to choose Banhar last.
And that's a credit. This, I guess, that could get me killed. Probably not. Oh god, yeah, it could if it's an envelopment.
You can always break it.
You can always break it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put it there. You don't give me a nice easy maw trigger. You don't.
That's one of the goals of life.
Yeah. Don't give maw triggers easily. All right, 1, 4, 5.
Yep.
I wanted to do that. I'm gonna draw a card. And we'll run here.
Okay. Or is a tithe? I'm sorry, that's not a tithe. This is a thimble rig.
That's just a credit, right? Or a
Yeah, it's just a
net.
credit for you. Or a net, yes.
I'll do a credit. Let's do the bad pub, in fact. Okay. And then the sandstone ticks down.
2, so it's only
Well,
one credit
when
to
you
break.
pass, you
Oh,
have
yes,
a thimble
yes.
rig trigger.
Yeah, I think I'll do this. Will I do this swap? Yeah, we'll
Look
do
at that
this swap.
number ring.
Yeah, just favorite card.
I will pay the credit, and do you fire the border control?
Do I fire the border control? No. You also missed the fermenter check this turn. Do you win?
Nope. Trash for 2.
Okay.
I have a click. Mystic.
Okay. So I'm going to ask,
Yeah.
now that you finished that turn,
Yeah.
why didn't you run the remote?
Yeah.
Oh, you put the thing in there, huh? I didn't even see it, is why. I was
Okay.
just so focused on
That's
this
fair.
that I didn't even see it.
Because this has a chance of winning me the game.
Oh, okay, but it didn't. Unlucky.
Well, yeah, you saw this on top of
Yeah.
RD, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, mandatory draw.
Yeah, just completely focused on it.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be it. Thought that was like triple advance win, but no.
Okay, click 1, I'm going to draw a card. Click 2.
Also, I kind of would have run back against the maybe. I
You
guess
could just end the run. I don't know. Then
Yeah.
fire a Zob.
2, I'm going to draw a card.
Ah, see? Andre agrees with me.
Yo, it's
Running back
Andre.
instead of installing the Mystic.
Even running back instead of installing the Mystic, yeah, just so you can get your Maw at Maw. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have trashed.
And last click I'll install there. I'm going to discard
No, that card was the card
and I'm
on
going
the
to
trash.
discard that.
Okay.
If you're going to
Spin.
trash anything, yeah, you
Spin
have to get rid
Doctor
of spin
is pretty important.
because
Yeah.
of the maw. So
Okay, I don't have drippy combo sizes. Fermenter takes up.
maybe takes.
Oh, maybe gets 1 drip. Yeah, that's right. What am I saying? And then Bonhar.
Do you mind if I look through my deck really
Go for it.
quickly? Because
Go
I
for it.
don't know this one's list exactly.
so
Okay.
again, we have a turn where something just got installed in the remote, and you're bonharing R&D.
Well,
There's a
Banhar
credit.
through the thimble rig doesn't matter. Like, it's a
It doesn't
Banhar.
matter. It's
So, I mean, arguably you should be Banharing HQ because it's the only one where you might actually want to use the Banhar. Right?
Yeah.
This is a credit, this is
Alright.
a credit.
I'll take that advice.
That's fair.
This is saving you 5 credits.
Yeah.
Or 4 credits because of the bad pub, but.
Um,
Though with double steel skins, maybe not anyway.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to do this. So lose a credit. I
Yep.
did access cards, so I'll draw that.
Hoshiko draw.
I just did.
That was what he was
Okay.
just talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you're saying it, I'm reading chat, so I wasn't hearing you.
It's awkward. All right, we're gonna check this because that's the easy way.
Is it?
Yeah.
2 clicks.
What? Well, he's gonna.
If he pops. I don't know.
This could be a border control, and
also
then
be a
Thimble Rig
Stavka.
can swap that.
Yeah.
Stavka. Let's do this.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Well, you're a little low on
I
credits.
am low, yeah, but yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Maybe we can find a way. But I'm gonna run low on clicks then. If I draw for econ and then play it,
No, you're
can't.
probably not, yeah.
yeah. If let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just do it.
I like your message, Andre. I have plugged your video already, but Eric has not had a chance to watch it, so he doesn't actually know.
I've made mistakes that I'm sure you address all over that video, Andre.
I think your first turn you played, you drew last.
I did.
And
It
cursed
was
yourself.
It was. Yep. It was not good. I can't not do it.
To me, that was actually a bit more justifiable because I mean, like, you should have drawn click 3 and then taken your click 4, but it wasn't like that big of a deal.
Pot the fermenter.
How many 2 credit?
Yeah.
Or two
It's
counter
dire.
fermenter.
We're all
Okay.
right here.
This click 3.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, I think I can survive one border control here and get it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Thimble rig. You encounter.
It's a this.
Yep. I'll swap for
For
border control.
If this is a border control, then I don't think I lose. Yeah. Res.
No res.
Okay.
You'll go to here. It gets a virus counter.
And it is
Strength 4.
4 for me. So 2 to go to 4, and then 1 to break.
And I'll pop border control.
Yeah.
I will search my deck. Let's put.
What does me dirty here?
Sandstone on the remote.
That's fine. And I'll run back here. Gets another virus counter. It's 2 and 1. Oh, I am gonna get light, aren't I?
Yeah, can you make
This one's only going to cost you 1, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
I'm gonna
what
have
that
to.
middle.
I'm
I mean,
gonna
that middle.
I have to.
That middle ice is. Middle ice has to be something.
If it's a, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Good game.
Yeah, it is good game.
Yeah.
But I actually had it in hand, not in the remote.
So can you audacity?
No,
No,
with
no.
the
So okay,
slash
so
and
turn
burn.
is install, advance,
Oh,
slash and
Cool.
burn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Good game.
Good game. So yeah, the
Oh, you are up 1 more credit, but the border control seals it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. The credit's not the problem.
Yeah.
yeah.
But thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think you were quite ahead in that game.
Yeah, I did find a way to lose, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's... how did you actually lose it? I think there was a couple of singles you ended up missing, which is less than ideal.
Single accesses.
Single accesses.
Yeah.
I mean, the Winchester early on HQ is just very, very tough for this
Yeah.
deck, right? It's
Yep.
just not designed to deal with Winchester very well.
Yeah.
You probably your solution to Winchester is actually installing the 4 breakers,
Yeah,
which you got to in the end. It just took you a while.
it took me a while.
Could
There-
also like boomerang through it.
Yeah, boomerang
Or
for
at
it's
least
an
boomerang
option.
for a face
I
check,
think
but-
the other thing was if with the way my first turn was, of install, take a credit, and then next turn was install, take a credit.
Yeah.
You correctly ran the remote, but you then didn't run HQ to follow it up.
Yeah.
At the time, HQ actually had two
Two.
more agendas in it.
Yeah. It did feel like you were flooded, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, was the Winchester res at that point?
I don't
No.
think so. Winchester got rezzed after the first score, if I remember
Yes.
correctly.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And that wouldn't have been quite as ruinous because I didn't have breakers down.
I didn't have breakdown. I didn't even have the. I would be at 7 credits, so I couldn't even res the Winchester, and you just
Yeah.
get in and steal it. No, the border control would probably have given me a credit back, but I think you had the cleaver. You had the cleaver down, I think, at that point. So
Yeah.
like there's some. You guys be pretty precise with early pressure, especially. I mean, if you do read me as flooded, the Winchester eventually did actually do a ton of work for me there,
Yeah.
which is obviously
Very
great.
nasty
It was
one.
just such an inefficient break the entire game. So
Yeah.
it was
Right.
really
Even
hard to get
Bonhar,
into
like the
HQ.
one time where I was like, okay, I can pretty much guarantee that these steel skins are going to get hit, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that was kind of fun, but otherwise it was a big pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's at the there's. Yeah, you could have drawn. a little bit
It's
better.
funny you talk to Sean about like you have to assume Winchester and HQ like only recently. That card didn't exist until 2
so-
months ago, basically.
I think so, Sean. I think you don't have to assume Winchester on HQ because most
Yeah, sure.
op decks are playing a single Winchester. So the fact that I just naturally drew into it in my first 6 cards,
Pretty good.
is good. I almost prefer. It's actually my preferred first Tucana trigger, assuming because if I'm scoring out of the remote, presumably it's safe. So at least safe
Oh,
for a
you
turn
get safe,
or two.
and then you arm.
So I I lock up HQ.
That's great.
And if HQ is already locked for some reason, then I'll lock up R&D.
Yeah. With the Winchester.
With an
I was gonna say.
envelopment.
Okay.
For 2 credits, an envelopment's a really good ice.
Yeah.
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 You know what? You know what? I think I agree.
Spicy taker.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but and to be honest, like I know there are people that play Afshar and Op. I think it's pretty much just worse than Enigma and probably also worse than Magnet. Basically, the reason that Afshar was really good was because it told every Anarch player that they were spending 6 to get into HQ, because you spent 3 on Black Orchestra, or sorry, 5.
Yeah.
3 to break with Black Orchestra, and then you still had to pay an additional 2, so it was 5 to run HQ.
Right.
With everyone running Buzzsaw and Unity,
Without Orchestra,
it's just
Afshar
like,
costs 6.
oh, it's a 3 it's like spend 1, lose 2. That's not a big deal.
This fluency of like the breaker and ice interplay is something that I'm not fluent.
Yeah, there's.
You know.
I will say, Op has that level
Thanks,
of.
Lucille.
Hey, thanks for coming by. Op is one of the decks that has the most flexibility, and also the deck where you have to think about that the most.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because right before you ran that HQ, you were like, it's all just end runs, right? It's not like there's any rig shooting, and then you ran.
I forgot
directly into it.
about
It's just like
that card being more.
It's interesting. The other thing that you didn't respect, and you ended up not needing to respect, was Stavka.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of turns where, as chat pointed out, once I have an
Give
envelopment.
the man his points.
Oh, excuse me.
Once I have a 3-cost card on the table, I can do Stavka half run.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Was there a 3 out?
there was the sandstone on the remote
Yeah.
for most of the game.
So you res Stavka, trash the
Trash the
That's
sandstone, get the
combo,
half run.
Yeah.
Now, Bankar still works if Stavka's the outermost ice there. So Bankar does a lot of work for you there.
Yeah.
That's actually what I was trying to threaten with the 3-stack remote.
Yeah, I wasn't picking up on it.
Yeah. I know this. I
was
I
running
kinda
with
knew
my
you
eyes
were,
closed, as I
but-
say.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, to be honest, I think the people I've seen do the best mostly do just say, you know what, you're gonna Stavka half run me at some point.
Yeah.
And
get
so
over with.
I'm gonna make you have it because I just don't have the tools to deal with it in my deck.
Right.
And
Right.
and like in this game, it pretty much won. It would have gotten very close to winning you the game. And it's interesting. I wonder if you hadn't seen the 4-2 on the mod flip, if you would have run archives.
I felt like that would have been pretty dirty if I was like, and immediately I'm going to go get that. And I was trying to think about like I would have even just knowing it's there. I wanted to beat the spin doctor, but I think I would have waited for like another trigger or 2.
I feel like 3
Yeah.
mod triggers is usually when I would start thinking about actually running a single is probably not going to do it.
Right. Yeah. Unless I'm like, oh, that could be it.
So
Desperately.
the turn after that flip with the maw and everything, you iced archives.
Mm-hmm.
Absent the flip.
To kind of drill and the
I
big,
did that.
No, we can't. They can't hear
Oh,
us.
I forgot about that. Sorry, everybody. I was like, oh, we can do the thing. I didn't copy it.
Nope. No audio.
Okay.
What were we saying? I forget.
Wait, do we
Oh,
have
wait,
audio?
we still don't have audio.
Or did it just scroll down? Oh, I think it's just scrolled down.
Do we?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
Oh,
You're
thank
good.
God. Oh, God. Sorry to the people who just heard me tap the mic.
I'm good at.
I was trying to get
I'm
some
good
bars.
at we need to get this man
Yes, I need to
driving
get
home.
going.
Yes.
So thank you again for coming to the stream.
Thanks so much
Yeah.
for having me.
Thanks, stream, for being awesome. And that's it. We're gonna flip right out. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
No, that's the wrong. That's the button. Do the credits. Hey everybody! Thanks for watching the stream. I want to say thank you to our patrons whose names are scrolling by me right now. And if you would like your name to be added to this list, then head over to patreon.com/neonstatic. We take deck lists from these folks and we'll play them on stream against the featured decks that we play here in person. So if that sounds interesting to you, then check it out. Otherwise, if you don't want to support us financially, then liking the video, sharing the video, subscribing to the channel, leaving a comment. All that stuff is great. We would really appreciate if you did that. Also, feel free to send us an email or contact us on Discord if you want to give us any feedback. Watch the channel. In the next few weeks, we'll be uploading videos that we've been putting a lot of effort into from local GNKs and COs. And so if you're really interested in any kind of Netrunner stuff, hopefully you're watching the channel. Short of that, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks a lot. Bye.